somewhere neutral.
Hey, go ahead real quick because I know my man was headed.
Yeah, we gotta get him out of here.
Go ahead real quick, Sean. You got something?
If you guys already had a good talk with him about the fights last night, right? Okay.
No, I was gonna say
we just started.
Oh, you didn't see him?
We were waiting on you.
No, we're gonna focus on this.
Well, let's forget about the fights last night since we got Terence. I'll just shoot the one question about Terence to Terence. But do you have with Spence, this fight we've all been sinking our teeth into and analyzing for like 5 years? He's a pressure fighter who throws more punches as the fight goes on, but you're the counter puncher who can maybe take advantage of that. Do you have when you look at the styles, a style matchup advantage? Styles make fights. Do you have the advantage there with Errol Spence being the counter puncher?
Well, I don't look at my whole career as just being a counter puncher.
Right.
What's going on? What's going on?
I can stay in the pocket. I feel like I can be first. I can be, first and last. I can counter. I can switch. I can do multiple things in the ring. So looking at
what's
my
going
fight,
on? Y'all smash that like button. What's going on? Who's real? What's going on, brother?
I start slow.
What's up?
But finish strong. So that's just gonna make for a great.
What's going on, Trey Blue?
So
Trey Blue.
Brings to the
What's
table,
going on? Welcome to the channel, bro.
100%, 120% prepared.
Listening to this dude.
His onslaught with the pressure and all that stuff. So we're gonna be ready.
You think we see you switch even more in this fight since he's a southpaw too?
Who knows?
Let
me just ask you this one.
Terrence, relax with the buddy, ain't he?
For the fans that are nervous, how confident are you this fight happens?
I'm always 100% confident.
Okay,
2022.
Huh?
This year for sure.
This year.
Okay.
Okay.
In Vegas.
And like I said, I meant what I said. Once I beat Spence, if Charlo don't move up, I'm coming.
Ooh.
You didn't see the fight last night?
No, I didn't see the fight.
Hey,
I was here, but I heard he won.
He did his thing.
10 round knockout.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Charlo.
You want the whole camp?
But he on my hit list.
Oh, who's third?
John again.
No.
Damn, hold on now.
I ain't got.
That's two pretty big.
Y'all smash that like button on your way in.
Hey, dude got two people on my hit list, and that's Jamel and Spence. Well, Spence first, and then Jamel.
Would it be undisputed and back to back? That'd be incredible.
Show off.
Definitely.
Damn, that would be crazy.
Stay healthy, my dude. I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Hey,
And I'll see you next week.
for sure. Let me say one thing for
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
go ahead, do
people,
yours.
for all the people in the world that keep saying this Texas stuff. Spence is from New York City, and Charlo and his brother is from Lafayette, Louisiana. Stop saying y'all from Texas. Y'all talking about Texas boys. Y'all Illinois boys and you from New York, Spence. Tired of y'all. Texas. Try it back to y'all own state.
So New York, we could take Errol Spence.
big
New York got Errol Spence. They got
Definitely. That's where he from. Rep your city.
We up here.
Wow.
Yeah. So now it's good that they talking crap back and forth. I like it. Now I like it.
Yeah. Hey. All I want to hear is the contract signed.
Well,
This is a win.
well, in this interview, he said that he'll be happy when the contract signed, like he has no control over it or something. And I thought, you heard that? I was like,
I
what?
heard that.
Like he ain't got no control over it, man. I'm like,
Like, nigga,
bro,
we waiting on you.
right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's holding out for the money he's looking for. We heard about what they saying. Well, let me get tied up here. See, we heard about what they saying. He's probably trying to hold out for as much money as possible. But the PBC don't do things like Top Rank. So, at the PBC, Errol may get 1.5 for a fight, but he gonna get 50% of the pay-per-view, and he gonna probably get something at the gate. And Bud is gonna have to get used to doing business like that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's used to getting his lump sum of $4 or $5 million, whatever it was he was getting over there at Top Rank. But he's gonna have to get used, to the way they do things at PBC. And if he want that Jamel Charlo fight, he's gonna be looking at a 2-fight deal. you know, and he should be focusing, in my opinion, on Errol Spence Jr. Because if he lose focus thinking about Jermell Charlo, you know, we seen what happened to fighters that he lose track. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about their opponent. You know what I'm saying? If he think he just got it in the bag against Errol Spence Jr., he got another thing coming. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's going to be the hardest fight of his career. You know what I'm saying? So he better focus on Errol Spence Jr. and leave Jermell Charlo alone. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
gonna be his only hard fight in his career.
Man, Bud better stay away from Charlo. That I don't know if he gonna take that fight. I don't know if he's just talking or not, but I'm a Bud fan, but I just don't see him winning that fight. I mean, Jamel, he's big, he's durable, he's mean, he's got that jab, he's an athlete. He's a better athlete than Arrow. I mean, in some ways, I mean, that in my eyes, that fight ends like Tank knocked out Leo Santa Cruz, man. I just don't see Bud going up there and being a threat to him. Not for Lee. That fight may go, in my eyes, that fight may go 4-5 rounds max.
Yeah, you know, it's that you got to get acclimated to those weights. You know what I'm saying? You can't just take on the top dude. We seen what happened to Tommy Hearns when he went straight to Marvelous Hagler. I believe he could have beat Hagler if he acclimated himself to the weight. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he just went in there, he stunned Hagler a couple of times, but Hagler got used to his little power and he stopped walking through it. You see what I'm saying? That's what happens when you don't acclimate yourself. You might have power for a little while, but then you know what I'm saying, the fighter gets used to your punch, and then all of a sudden he can walk through it. You know what I'm saying? Guys who's been sitting at the weight for a while, like Marvelous Hagler, who had been sitting at 160 for a while, for somebody to be coming up like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to take a few fights for you to get your power to settle in and for your weight to settle in. And I think it's the same for Crawford, even though he's an extraordinary athlete. I think he has great creativity, but sometimes the size is just too big. They can absorb the punishment. I think Jermell Charlo got that punch resistance. You know what I'm saying? He can take a shot, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna eat everything Bud got to eat. But
right.
to your Marvin Hagler point, I mean that fights like that, those were just Tommy Hearns' kryptonite. You know, guys that made him fight when he wanted to box. You know, Ray Leonard got him in the 13. You know, Hagler made him fight. Rand Barkley got him twice. You know, guys who made Hagler fight when he really wanted to box. Those were his kryptonite. Now, if
but you know that's Tommy Hearns. You know, he can he's a better boxer than all those guys.
Yeah.
When Tommy boxed Ivan Barkley, he was beating his ass. When he was boxing Sugar Ray Leonard, he was beating his ass. He wanted to fight Marvin Hagler. He came out there wanting to fight him, and then once he got hurt, he started trying to box, but he was too damaged to survive. Because that weak chin, and that's the only intangible that really held him back, you know what I'm saying, was that weak chin. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't take his punch resistance wasn't that good at that weight. Well, really wasn't that good overall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why I laugh when guys be talking about, man, Floyd would have beat Tommy. Man, y'all tripping. Ain't no way Floyd would have beat Tommy.
No. And you see Tommy, and the style make fights thing, Sugar Ray Leonard couldn't knock out Duran, but Tommy Hearns did. You know what I'm saying? He just had that reach, and he caught Duran at the end of his punch. So it's just styles, you know what I'm saying? The way the fighters mix up, the way it all, shakes out in the end. And I think somebody like Tony Harris would give Crawford problems when he move up. I can't see him just going straight to Jermell Charlo if he was to beat Spence and was able to make that fight. For him to go straight to Jermell after, Jermell's extremely active now. And, Terence Crawford is not active. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to play a part in his demise too. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's just talk, man. I think that's just talk. They need to go and get this. I think that Keith Thurman Bud fight is just talk. You know what I'm saying? They were talking about that. That's just talk too.
What's going on, Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more? What's going on, my brother? Yeah, man. So we got this fight with Rolly Romero coming up, and Rolly Romero, you know what I'm saying? He's talking all kind of shit. He got 14 wins. 0 losses, 12 KOs. His age 26, 5'8", with a 68-inch reach, age 26. You know what I'm saying? He fought Yijits, and Yijits wasn't nobody, and Aaron Sparrow, and he looked horrible in those damn fights. You know what I'm saying? He just looked absolutely horrible.
Yeah, he got that retard sprint. He just trying to catch Tank with one of them punches, and if he catch him, that's it. If he can't catch him, that's what he's just trying to do, man.
Right. It's taking place May 28th, Showtime pay-per-view from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to you, Bruce Gas.
Yeah. Also, two division Eris Landalori are going to be fighting Spike O'Sullivan in a co-main event. You know what I'm saying? And some dude named Joseph Mono Ramos will be fighting Luis Cuba Aries. So that's their whole card right there, from what I understand. And we said Rolly says he gonna knock out Tank with the first punch that he eats.
How much is it? $75?
I don't know exactly how much. I didn't even look at how much it is. You know what I'm saying?
It's 75 pay-per-view. Maybe I could use my EBT card. I just bought some.
I don't know about paying for that one. Cause I don't think it's, but it's kind of interesting that I want to see, Tank kind of like destroy, Rolly, because he talk all kind of smack. And he says I always feel good every time going into a fight. I don't like Tank as a person, and I believe he will get whipped in this fight. He ducked me for sparring, and the bad blood's been there ever since. So he's talking mad shit. You know what I'm saying? He is like really trying to troll Tank. And Tank been quiet. Y'all been seeing Tank training.
Yeah, Tank been quiet. I guess maybe Tank focused on getting him up out of there early. I don't know.
Yeah. Man. No, I think so too. I mean, he's always, since he's rededicated himself, and I think Tank moved to Vegas out there to train to be around Mayweather. I don't know about now since they kind of fell out, but he's been really working hard in his training camps. You know what I'm saying? Digging in and getting that real workout. You know what I'm saying? So he making weight. And he's doing well. I think he's gonna get Rolly out of there probably maybe the second round. Just depends on how awkward that kid is. He got a really awkward way of moving in the ring. Yeah, I mean,
Rolly
I've never
come
seen
out there swinging all wild. Tank go ducks. Tank go slip and duck that shit and hit that nigga with some hot shit every time.
Yeah, I'm ready to see Tank.
Son of Peter says Tank by decision.
Yeah, man, I'm ready to see Tank getting some championship fights, man. They got Tank on this Mexican prospect diet, man. It's time for Tank to get some Tank 28. It's time for you to get some championship fights in and collect some real belts, man.
Well, 35 is sold up. So what would he be able to do?
Well, he gonna have to do something, but man, getting these interim belts going up and down and weight, like, man, go ahead and get some of these real scraps, man.
Yeah,
35 sold up.
But shit, I mean, Floyd talking about he ain't making no other promoter rich, and he ain't don't, man. Hey, man, y'all gonna have to do something, man, because
he fought because 35 is sold up. They should have been had him in the mix.
Yeah.
He should have been in the mix. He should be the one the one that's undisputed right now, and everybody chasing him for the belts.
Yeah, should be.
But 35 sold up for at least the next 2 fights.
Yep, then Lomachenko probably gonna get the leftovers.
You know what I'm saying? So Lomachenko gonna get the shot. Lomachenko gonna be the one to get the shot for all 4 in one fight.
You already know.
Man, we talking about 2 or 3 years, bro.
So where Tank gonna go to 40, or what he gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
No, he better stay away from 40 because up there, Regis Prograde, you know what I'm saying, that would be Regis a little bit too slick. You know what I'm saying? His inside game is just,
Nah, he don't need to be at 40. He need to be at 35 or 30.
Okay.
And go down there.
Gonna go for undisputed?
No. You don't take him, no.
No,
Shakur. I was about to say Tank could go down there.
Shakur won't undisputed, but Bob don't care. He don't think those guys gonna generate no money. And you know what I'm saying, Stevenson is already pissed off about it. So, you know, right now he's voicing his opinion right now. He's saying, you know, Bob Aaron is staying in, you know, in the way of his legacy. And that's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because that's go ahead, Tice.
yeah. 'Cause Jay Prince need to go and get on over that because you know what I'm saying. I feel like he the reason. You know, he's supposed to be like the middleman between them fighters and Bob. Because you know he the manager. He bring most of that talent over there. You know, he bought Shakur, like Jared Anderson,
Yeah.
Keyshawn, Abdullah Mason. So you know what I'm saying. He got to be the big brother on that. You know that shit with Bob walked off the stage when they was promoting Valdez Stevenson. Like Jay Prince, you got all this muscle out here. Like you got to shit. You gonna have to get on Bob ass. Like man, this ain't professional, man. You know, we got goals. We need you to make shit happen.
Well, you know, Bob is mobbed up. You know what I'm saying? You know, paying MTK Global, you know, millions for consulting fees. That sounds like some damn Godfather shit right there. And you know what I'm saying? You never know what's going on in the background with these guys. And you know, that's an easy undisputed, in my opinion, for Stevenson. For him to collect those two. Yeah, that would be a real. And see, I think, and for me, I know it sounds like a conspiracy and shit, but they don't want to see all these black guys fill up the undisputed list. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
you got EJ on the
Boy,
verge or Terrence on the verge. You got Jamel Charlo already got him a spot. You
Haney,
got Devin
Barbosa.
Haney. Then you got Stevenson. Hell no. You know they're always trying to control, you know what I'm saying, the environment and the perception of everything
Don't
that's
Cool Boy
black.
Steph. He got what he got 2 or 3 belts. How many belts Cool
Yeah,
Boy
he
got?
got two. I think he got two belts. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You know, so you know, but they ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? That'd be too many niggas, you know what I'm saying? Undisputed. What would that tell the world?
Yeah, these
You know what I'm
niggas.
saying? That yeah.
What they already know that we superior athletes.
Mm-hmm.
They can try to
I mean,
deny that
if
shit
they
all they
allow that
want
shit,
to.
they cannot allow that to happen. You know what I'm saying? The perception they got to keep, just like they keep putting a new way on the damn pound for pound list. They got to keep up. They putting heavyweights on the pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? They'll do anything, you know what I'm saying, to break up that perception that, you know, black people are superior. You know what I'm saying? In boxing, you know, look what they did. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
What heavyweights they got in there? Who they got on there?
They got Tyson Fury and Usyk on there.
Well, I can understand Usyk. You know what I'm saying? Being that he came up from cruiserweight, I can let that one slide because you know that white boy be doing it here. He a damn good athlete himself. Now I can understand Usyk on there, but Fury, no.
Yeah, but he's a heavyweight now. You know what I'm saying? He's a heavyweight now, so you know you know the pound. You know how the pound for pound list goes, and um, you
I
know,
thought
I
you could
just
be on
think,
there. If you come from cruiserweight, you still moving up, right?
yeah, but he's been at what heavyweight for what? How long Usyk been at heavyweight? You know what I'm
About three, 4
saying?
years. About 3 years
Right,
now.
right. And to me, he's a heavyweight. So you know what I'm saying? You know, I could see if he was still a cruiserweight, I would say, yeah, put him on there. But shit, he a heavyweight now. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep, you know, Mike Tyson on a pound for pound list, you know what I'm saying, for years and years after he ain't in the division no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's not even at cruiserweight. He ain't been at cruiserweight for 4 years. So yeah, you know, I mean, to me it looked like just an excuse. And then they got Tyson Fury on there too. So, you know, explain that one. You know what I'm
I'm cool.
saying? Tyson.
I'm cool with Usyk being on there. Now I agree with Tyson Fury being on there, but I mean, we can disagree on this, but I'm cool with Usyk on
Uh-huh.
there. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
cool.
you know. But I mean, you see what they doing though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? You see what they doing. I mean, if you put Tyson Fury up there, you got two bona fide white guys that's gonna take up, you know what I'm saying, the top 10, you know what I'm saying, pound for pound. It's gonna take up space.
right.
You know what I'm
How
saying?
you
Go ahead.
how you see that fight going if them two fight?
Mm, you know, that'd be a good fight. I think Tyson Fury would lean on him and get dirty and throw Usyk off. Don't have no power, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just got good foot movement, and you know what I'm saying, he gets tired. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he did about his stamina problems, because when he fought Michael Hunter, he did not look as good as when he fought Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua. So he did something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he did because he was moving and he was sticking. And but with Tyson Fury, you know what I'm saying? I mean, now he might get Tyson. I don't think Tyson Fury look as good as when he fought Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He has to get motivated. He has to go through all kind of mental gymnastics to get ready for a fight. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he's doing, and nandronone or whatever, you know. I think Usyk might be able to outbox him. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
them little guys give Fury the most problem now. Goddamn, now. I mean, he said it himself. Like Cunningham and Otto Wallin gave him some issues. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was still a little rusty, but
Right.
you know, he really don't have that agility and the athletic advantage over Usyk. So you know, it could be a tough fight. You know.
Well, I believe that Tyson Fury is like Canelo. He has to be in a cycle. He has to get his cycle. He has to have his timing right and all that. You know what I'm saying? To be able to get up for these fights. You know, he got a lot of outside you know what I'm saying, bad habits. Right. And
Right.
I think you catch, because look how he looked against Otto Wilder. Did that look like championship material? You know what I'm saying? That didn't even look like a good amateur. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing something. You know what I'm saying? He's doing something to get up for these fights. And they'll allow it. You know what I'm saying? They'll allow it. They allowed him to go to Britain, you know what I'm saying, when he was getting his ass beat by Jared Anderson in sparring. You know what I'm saying? He postponed that fight, you know what I'm saying, because he wasn't ready. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
I think he was cycling in. And see, this is something that they don't talk about in boxing, but you could tell. You know what I'm saying? When that shit's got to be timed just right. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when they ain't ready, when Canelo ain't ready, he postponed that Callum Plant fight for a couple of times, I believe. You know what I'm saying? It's because he had that shit in his system. You know what I'm saying? You know, he had to wait. You know what I'm saying? And if you want that 12 million, $10 million that Canelo's gonna pay you, you gonna let him do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you gonna want to make if you want to make that $30 million, you don't give a damn if he's juicing or not. You know what I'm
Nope.
saying? Because Deontay Wilder's sitting on $30 million. You know what I'm saying? Even though he lost, but that was a huge payday. And these guys fight their entire lives for, you know what I'm saying, chump change. And then when they get into the big leagues, they got to get it when they can get it. So, you know,
You
that's
think
my thoughts on.
Wilder might have been shit. Wilder was cycling him something too. Shit.
Yeah, well, he need to, goddamn it, cause I mean that motherfucker he got out of breath in 2 rounds. I was like, God damn. You
Well,
know what I'm
you
saying?
know, Wilder used to have no high punch output. He used to just sitting there waiting. And you know, Fury had a good game plan. You know, I'm gonna walk to him, and you know, the first fight was a great game plan. He walked to him, you know, leaned on him.
Hmm.
Fury tied up Wilder's right hand with his left hand, and then for like short spells, he made it a one-handed fight where Fury was just fighting him with his right hand and versus Wilder's left hand. I was like, oh man, this is a raping.
But you know, he come in there with that WWE bullshit. You know,
Ben
that's
Israel, what's up, my brother?
what's going on, Ben.
Hey, shalom to the whole entire panel, man. Shalom to
Peace
the
and light,
chat,
peace and light, peace and light to you, bro.
man. How my family doing, man? How y'all doing today, man?
Oh, real good, real good.
What up, Ben?
No, that
That's
ain't Santos in the corner. That sound like Santos.
Nah, this Ty, man, from off of Mark channel, man. I'll be on there.
Oh, what's up, Ty? What's good, my G?
What's up?
Mm-hmm.
How you feeling today, Ty?
Oh man, I'm just cooling, man. Just cooling, talking shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
I was
man,
on Ash.
that's what you supposed to, man.
I was
Live your
on
best
Ashley.
life and talk your best shit, though, man.
I was on Ashley's channel. She posed a question. You know, who would Bud fight up at 154? And another good question: who would Errol Spence Jr. start out with up at 154? I think we talked a little bit about yesterday. Um, you know, what I'm saying what would be a good fight for him to, you know, what I'm saying, to start out with. And they started out with J Rock and
Yeah,
Eric Lubin. You know what I'm saying? What you think?
that was gonna be my exact answer. J Rock, Lubin, or what's the one kid that Charlo knocked out? Jake Rosario, whatever his name.
Yeah, Jason Rosario.
Yeah.
I think he gonna want a title shot.
Yeah,
If they're gonna be fighting for a vacant belt.
Yeah, I don't think he want to mess with you know, what I'm saying them guys because I think that's too dangerous for Bud. I think Bud just want to, you know, what I'm saying maybe go for like Jamel and you know win or lose. You know, what I'm saying because if he get in there with one of them dudes and 54 ain't for him carrying that extra weight. You know what I'm saying? He can't dodge them punches. He can't move out the way, and he gets sparked. You know what I'm saying? Then his whole run is done. So he probably, you know, say maybe he could tattoo Tim Zoo, but Tim Zoo he ain't gonna open himself up for nothing like that because he's already on Jamel Charlo heels. I don't think he got nothing for Jamel Charlo. Tell you the truth, but a bunch of smack talking.
Yeah, I think
Um,
if Bud catch Charlo, man, Bud might want to catch Charlo when he's maybe possibly weight drained. But if he go up there next, the way Charlo came into this fight, he came in at what, like 52, so he was really
hmm
Yes.
like, man,
That's
Tip
what you
top
call
shape.
lean, mean fighting machine right there. I
yeah,
mean,
Yeah. The
and he,
definition of no stone unturned.
I mean, did you see the motivation though, bro? The determination and shit talking when he knew he had put in that work.
Yeah.
He knew he was ready. That's why he was saying, "I'm gonna knock him the fuck out." I like that shit. That's getting back to some old school shit right there, you know. And I was like, "Look at this dude, man. This dude is bringing back boxing back." You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I love that, man. I Go ahead, my brother.
You
Hmm
could tell he was real happy. You know how Charlo's like he's always on edge and he's real animated. Like before, when
hmm
he drop a dude, he'd be running around the ring. He was just real calm and composed, and he had like a little boy like happiness, you know, in a sense of fulfillment. Like when he knocked the dude, when he knocked him down, he ain't overreacting. And, you know, it just like he just accomplished a lifelong goal. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It
Yep.
He
was just
got to
Yeah.
that point to where they can't deny him, you know. He's
yeah.
undisputed, 154 undisputed. He made history. It's like there's nothing nobody could tell him. You made history, bro.
And
Like,
you know, I made a video earlier about this guy Robert Siegel. You know what I'm saying? He been writing these hack pieces. You know, talking about how Jamel Charlo basically need to be humbled by Fedora and Tim Zoo, and you know what I'm saying, and saying like he's afraid of these guys and that he's gonna leave. He's gonna run from the division because of the pressure of Bud Crawford and Fundora and Fundora and Tim Zoo. And I'm like, bro, why do they do this shit? You know what I'm saying? The dude just won undisputed in a killer division with very tough competition. Why would he be trying to run away from a 157-pounder? You know what I'm saying? Now, if it was Boots, I would probably think about that, but I wouldn't think Jamel Charlo would be afraid or anything like that. But you know, I just hate to see these disrespectful pieces. You know, these little articles. You know, what I'm saying, like they did on Stevenson, putting his hand on Oscar Valdez's head. You know, what I'm saying, and they're always doing this to our great black fighters. You know, they're always finding and nitpicking. But if it was Lomachenko, it'd be the greatest, you know, victory ever. Or if it was Tim Zoo, it would be the greatest victory ever. You know what I'm saying? So I just hate the
yeah,
double standard.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they did like Keith Idec. He asked that stupid ass question in the post fight, talking about,
Mm-hmm.
well, you know, how do you feel about having to pay all these sanctioning fees and you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
having to fight? Like, what the fuck? That got this like my biggest moment. You asking me about a motherfucking sanctioning fee, man? Like, man,
Right.
I get paid well. Like, I ain't worried about no damn sanctioning fucking fees.
right.
And, and you know it burns him up that he made $10 million for this fight. You know what I'm saying? The great thing I like about Jamel Charlo is he's petty as hell. You know what I'm saying? He petty as hell. He said, hey, you know, he flexing that he made $10 million on the ass. So, you know, he's got generational wealth, you know what I'm saying? And for his family. You know what I'm saying?
How you made
You know,
10? I was wondering how you made $10 million for a fight on regular. I ain't doubt. I'm just like, but I was just curious. Like, I
Cause
was.
you got Lions only promotion though. He's not only just a fighter. He's on Jamel
he's
Charlo is also 50% of Lions only promotion though. So that weighs in into the Lions share of his contract though.
And
You
you
know,
got the
that's why
gate.
you can say he probably made 10 million. And then when you talk regular TV, see regular TV and pay-per-view, sometimes you might make more money fighting on regular TV than you would do pay-per-view. You feel what I'm saying? Because sometimes them networks be paying more than the purse is really worth. Because sometimes they get money on just people tuning in. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if you're on Showtime and you already got some subscribers already, got them little. Sometimes you know how Xfinity sell the little 3 months, the 1 year plan for $29 a month. You get Showtime for 6 months or some shit like that. They already had them plugged in, but then maybe just got the HBO package. And then you may have the $6, but then that will affect it. Sometimes when I was just looking at the business like that, and I was saying, damn, why Bud Crawford fans don't support him like that? Why they don't show up at the fights? Because I went to looking at when Espinosa made that statement when he said Terence Crawford biggest gate, his biggest gate. That means his biggest ticket sales. Who did $1 million, bro? 1 fucking million. His biggest. This when the Bud Justice League be talking all that shit, man. Bud he 3 division champion, man. He was lightweight champion, undisputed motherfucker. He ain't sold nothing but $1 million at the gate.
Right.
So what
You
does
got rappers do better than that, motherfucker.
What Porter versus Crawford did at the gate? That was $1 million gate.
I ain't at the crib yet, but I'll tell you. But one thing Espinosa put Terence Crawford on display. And for all them Bud Crawford fans, when I was over there with Bernie the other day, about 3 days ago, and I was like, man, stop lying to these people, bro. You got the paperwork. Espinosa finna come out tonight and say that you motherfucker, because Deontay had done dropped the link the night before the fight with the interview with motherfucking Steven Espinosa. So I'm like, man, something wrong, bro. Something is totally wrong. So you been talking to Terence Crawford? And Bernie over here reporting that, we ain't even got no fight, man. They ain't sent us no paperwork, no negotiate. We ain't heard nothing from Team Crawford. They capping. Bitch, you lying. Either Espinosa lying, Bob Aaron being lying. And I don't want to give Bob Aaron no credit, Pull, and Ty. I don't want to give that cracker no credit. And forgive me, Pull, for using that word on your platform, my G.
But one thing about Bernie, you know what I'm saying, he ride for Bud. But the thing I don't like about Bernie is that he's willing to lie for Bud. You know what I'm saying? You know, goddamn well, this is the biggest fight in boxing.
Dog, this is what I'm saying. Espinosa
and he's talking about they haven't
shit.
heard anything, bro. Come on.
When he
come
when
on,
he
the
was
hell
saying,
you
man, I was
mean
in
you
the
ain't
chat.
heard
I
nothing?
was saying he talked about call the phone. Man, I called the man phone. He wouldn't answer the motherfucker. I said, man, you around here won't answer the phone. I put the shit in the list. I said, man, answer that shit. The fuck is you telling these people this shit for? Then the man dropped the shit the next day. Espinosa, we been talking about what? These motherfuckers said they ain't getting now paperwork. They ain't heard shit from Spence Camp. Send us a negotiation.
Now you wonder why is it so important?
This the
Why is it?
president of Showtime saying this shit now. This ain't Al Heyman. This ain't Floyd Mayweather. This the president of Showtime Entertainment. Tell him, Bud Crawford, bro. You know I talk to you. So Bob Aaron wasn't lying when he said Bud don't want to sit down and negotiate for this Errol Spence fight. But then he got us all hoorahing about this Manny Pacquiao, getting mad about Bob Aaron. Bob Aaron said, fuck Manny Pacquiao. I was trying to give him the Errol Spence fight. So who I supposed to believe, though, Pug? Who was lying right there, Bomac or Bob Aaron? Now we got Espinosa saying the same shit about Bud.
Right. Well, you got to look at
money.
Go ahead, who's real?
Because one thing they were saying about Top Rank, they said Top Rank like to give up guaranteed money up front. But Bud Crawford was making somewhat from $3 million upwards to $5.5 million guaranteed on each fight. $3.5 to $5 million. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at a deal like that,
I'll give his ass $3 to $5 million then.
No, he was getting Terence Crawford was getting more than $3 million.
I'm just saying, I would give him $3 to $5 million, but he gonna miss out on $10 to $15 million being stupid.
Right now, see this the thing. I want you to go back and listen to the interview what Espinosa was saying. He was telling them to take the guaranteed money, ain't nothing but money up front. Me, if I was Shalom, my brothers. If I was negotiating for any one of the motherfuckers, I said, man, get Terence Crawford by $10 million up front. 50. What he want? Because he ain't made $5 million. Give him $12 million up front, and that's all he getting. That back end money, everything. The gate, I want everything. 90% of every. I want 90% of the gate. Well, I want 90% of the gate and 95% of all the pay-per-view sales. And Terence Crawford can get all the guaranteed money. I don't want none of that guaranteed shit. I gamble on myself. What Terence Crawford need to understand. Because at first I was saying, nah, that guaranteed money might be flaky, pull. Motherfucker might leave out of Gainesville, pull. Hit I-95, be on their way to anywhere with the money. It never been reported. It never been reported. It never been reported out of PVC that whoever ran off with the bag, it's never been reported that you ran off with the bag. So the money is there. The money is there with PVC. It's on you. If they got $55 million for Canelo, you mean to tell me they don't got no back end money for Bud? Or no, man, fuck that shit. Bud, bank on yourself, bro.
The problem is this.
This is what I want on the end money. At the end of the day, this shit better add up to this much money. If he stand on
Bud
that,
ain't gonna do that because Bud knows that he's not gonna pull his weight. See, all that back end shit.
I don't think it's about the weight no more.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say something. Because the same Bud Crawford that y'all used to know that was down there at 135 and 140 is not the Bud Crawford that at 147. He done bamboozled and he done
Nah, I'm not talking about that weight.
He done put a David Copperfield over all y'all eyes with the motherfuckers that he beat at 147.
No, listen, Ben. Slow down, bro. Slow down. Ben.
Give me a minute, my brother. Give me a minute. Who?
No, because you're going on a tangent. You off topic.
I promise you, I'm gonna land my plane.
You're off topic, bro. You're off topic. I'm trying to get you to the right location. You gonna land in the wrong location. You're gonna land in a swamp.
No, I'm not.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm not talking about that weight, bro. I'm not talking about that weight. You talking about weight as in heavy.
No,
I'm talking about weight.
No, I'm talking about the overall picture when they try to give you the value of work of Terence Crawford. When they try to talk about all his accomplishments, all the people he done fought at 147. I'm talking about that I'm talking about that David Copperfield when they trying to deceive you. The same shit like I'm telling you how Bud Crawford been lying to his fans. I'm not saying if you're a boxing fan first or who like me, he lied to me, Pull. You hear what I'm telling y'all? He lied to me. Because either Espinosa line or Bud Crawford and all that shit that Bernie been talking is a fucking lie. If y'all go put that shit on repeat, the man say he heard shit from them people, man. And then you got Espinosa saying this shit. Come on, man. And then Bob Aaron been saying this man don't want to say this shit. But then you got them motherfuckers over here talking about Errol Spence ain't made the fight for 4-5 years. Motherfucker, when you came up at undisputed, the same winner, and this is another thing though, who and Pull and Ty. So when they want to talk about Terence Crawford want to be great, right? Tell him to sign the paper with EJ, right? Because if he want to be great, guess what happened? He talking all that shit, just like y'all was talking a minute ago that he want to fight Jermell Charlo. If he beat EJ Pull, he'll be unprecedented. Nobody can talk the A side going into the fight with Jermell Charlo. He'll be unprecedented the A side. Can nobody say Terence Crawford would not be the A side? He beat EJ.
Not to Jermell Charlo.
If he beat Errol Spence Jr., they go up there to 154, Pull, Ty, and who? My brother, my Hebrew brother. I promise y'all. Tell me if I'm lying. If Ben Israel lying, he will be the unprecedented, hands down, the A side going in with Jermell Charlo. He can ask for the fight in motherfucking Omaha.
I disagree.
No, I don't think he'll be
2 times. Listen, who?
You can't.
This man will
now,
be
Ben,
2
Ben,
times.
listen to me. Hold on.
2 times. He will be
Hold on. Yeah, he have more accolades, most definitely. But he, when you go up to somebody else's weight class, let's listen to for a second. When you go up to somebody else's weight class and they undisputed of that weight class, you know what I'm saying? I don't care how many accolades that if you coming from a lowest, if you coming, go ahead.
Listen what I'm telling you. The man already accomplished at that little ass division that I told you I ain't finna entertain that shit. But for him to go up here at 147 and beat the man who beat all of the mans and then go up there to challenge Jamel Charlo, he would be ask any. I will bet all three of y'all 2-1 for every $50 y'all bet. I'll bet $100. Ask anybody if Terence Crawford beat EJ, then go up there and challenge Jamel Charlo. Who would be the A side? Hands down, Terence Crawford.
I think
down,
Jamel, because anytime, listen, Ben, just listen for a second.
I'll give you that.
Just listen. Anytime you challenge somebody for their belts, you the challenger, bro. You see what I'm saying? And Jamel is undisputed at
Not
154.
necessarily, though, Pud. Not necessarily.
Well, unless you got marquee value, you bring in a lot of marquee value.
That's
but Bud don't bring no marquee value.
Exactly.
He done beat EJ. I'm not saying he gonna beat EJ. Now I don't want to give him too much.
He gonna have to show some pay-per-view numbers with that, bro.
With EJ, it's all the pay-per-view numbers, Pud. You get everything with this fight. It's all on the line. EJ Pud. When these Bud Crawford fans be trying to talk to me, Pud, I be laughing at their ass. And they be talking about what EJ talking about. He gonna take it. It ain't no easy route. When you knocked on the WBA, no, let's start with Kell Brooks. When you drive across the pond and went over there in Kell Brooks' backyard and made him surrender. Then flew back over.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, Lee? What's going on, Levi?
Man, chilling. I just wanted to chime in real quick. I heard what he just said, but about Errol Spence moving up and being the B side to Charlo. That's not
no. You heard it wrong, my G. I said if we was talking about a minute ago, I said if Terence Crawford whoop EJ, and if he go up and challenge Jamel Charlo, Terence Crawford would be the unprecedented. Nobody can say nothing. When you talk A side, Terence Crawford would be the triple A side to Jamel Charlo. He would not only be the only reason for that though. One division undisputed champion.
No, I got all that, bro. I got all that. I got all that, bro. Don't go on no big old tangent. Look,
well, let me know you got it.
I just said I got it, but you kept going. But look, the only thing that dictates A side and B side is numbers and marketability. You get what I'm saying? So you can have all the belts in the world, right? If the other guy is more marketable, puts more asses in seats, and sells more, he's the A side by default. Period. So you can have belts all you want. You can have all. You can be undisputed, but if the other guys, that's like you. If you're undisputed and you're about to fight Floyd Mayweather Jr., you're the B side. See what I'm saying? Because the numbers and marketability.
Now check this out. Listen what you said. But what if you beat Floyd Mayweather? What would you become then?
You'll be the A side. That's like when he beat
not only did you beat Floyd Mayweather.
Not really.
You was all yes. I'm telling you.
I mean, and then again, I can understand what he's saying too.
It depends on what you bring into the table.
He right.
Pud. Who I represent, Pud. Let's get this shit clear.
EJ.
Let's get this shit clear.
No, we represent EJ too, but you gotta stay on topic.
Israel was over there on Pud.
Yeah, we represent EJ too, but you gotta stay on topic though. Yeah, you got to stay on topic though.
Just on the fact of that. Just think about it. Just on that. I'm just trying to lure Bud in, Pud. This is all I'm doing with my narrative. Because this is all it is, a narrative. You feel what I'm saying? My opinion, my presumption of what.
So Ben, let me ask you this shit here. Ben, all that shit you saying to my Espinosa say he ain't talked to Bud and Bud ain't talked.
No, I said Espinosa did talk to Bud. No,
okay. Check
there
this out.
Go.
So with all that being said, what you saying that Bud finna duck out on the fight or what? What's up?
Bud corner now on Ty. He don't got no. See, when all these Bud Justice League, when you go talk your shit to them Bud fans, say, yeah, man, what about with Bob Aaron? Then now we got Espinosa. Because Bomac, you got to keep it. Remember, when all this shit was going down, Bomac was Bud Crawford's manager, bro. He had more say than on Bob Aaron.
Hold on, did you say Bud is corner? Like it seems like EJ corner now because Anderson.
No, Ty, I know you're a Bud fan.
Hold on. Let me say this.
EJ is not corner.
Hold on.
Corner.
Because
Explain yourself. Explain yourself.
Back with the WB with IBF, standing owners damn near with the WBA, so it's basically like risk reward now.
No.
See, what else out there?
Explain yourself. You just went and you shot a little narrative and you put Stanley Olsen in this shit.
What?
EJ? No.
But what else out there for him then?
No, it's only Terence
What's
Crawford.
good, Jay Smith?
EJ said it ain't no. He said he got one fight at 47. that WBO, whoever got that, it could be Stanley, it could be me or you. He gonna fight both our ass. I'm telling you, Terence Crawford is a dead man walking, bro. The eye doctor and the bone collector is looking for that motherfucker as we speak.
Man, you
We
talking?
know that shit.
Ain't no talking. Ain't no motherfucking capping no more, bro. All you Terence Crawford fans, y'all out of excuses now. Ain't no more 64, bro. Your boy, you can't say because Terence Crawford did all that shit, he worth 50%. And you just said out of your mouth before you just made your statement. That's all about putting asses in seats. Okay, now since you thought I wasn't listening to you tell me what ass Terence Crawford put in his seats. I'm waiting.
None.
I'm waiting.
I didn't
So
say
when
that.
you talk about a fight of this magnitude, when you talking
Now
about a
check this
fight,
out. Check this out. A lot of Bud
when you
fans
talk
think
about a fight
a
of
lot
this
a lot of
magnitude,
Bud
Let
fans
him
think
cook,
you
Ben.
said
Ben,
you
let
ain't
him
had
cook.
no answer for
Ben,
that, Ty.
Ben,
Give me 1
let him
second.
cook.
When you
we
talk
we
about a
gave
fight
you
like
20
this,
seconds, bro. We
EJ
gave you
is
20
doing all
seconds.
the heavy lifting. Now go ahead.
Yeah, we got all right, cool. We got that. When I'm about to talk about the percentages though. A lot of Bud fans think that he's done enough to garner 50% of the purse, and he hasn't. And Bud fans really need to understand that it doesn't come down to
So
accolades.
when you get
Accolades.
them Bud fans in front of you
Let him
and they
cook,
tell you
Ben. Let
that
him cook.
dumbass shit,
Ben,
Hold
I
up,
let
know
him
you
hold up,
cook.
man. When you come to the negotiation table, when they come sit down at the table, they don't talk about accolades. You can't put 140, you can't put undisputed at 140 on the table when you talk about negotiations. And Bud fans seem to think that. They think that they can bring that up in negotiations, but they don't. What they bring up is your last 3 fight gates. The gates and ticket sales. They bring up those to determine a purse split. And so I think Bud fans should really try their best to understand that that's how they that's how they get a fight made or whatever.
Yeah, I understand
what's
that
your
when you
name,
go in
my
the
brother? Hold
boardroom.
on, give me a minute with him. What's your
I
name, bro?
understand that.
I'm Levi.
Levi, I want you to go back, and this is why I tell all them Bud fans. And I'm gonna give and Pull forgive me again. Espinosa pulled the wool off their motherfucking eyes, bro. I'm telling you, he done exposed Terence Crawford with this statement, bro. With that whole thing.
Why
And
we
when you
talking
can't
about
see,
Steven Espinoza? What'd he do?
because he told you when they talk about his gates and all, Terence Crawford biggest gate. When you go back and you talk to the motherfuckers and they tell you anything about 60-40 or about Terence Crawford, you know what the gate mean when they talk about gates? That
Do
mean
I
the
know?
ticket sales. No, that mean only the ticket sales. That mean if we fighting at Madison Square Garden, that's mean only all the money you can generate, all the people that you can draw into this fight at Madison Square Garden.
So you telling
Terence
me
Crawford,
Bud versus Porter
listen,
did $1 million?
listen.
You telling me
1
Bud versus
million.
Porter?
His biggest fucking draw. All this shit, these motherfucking Bud Justice League talking. And I'm like, what? $1 million? Top Rank been hiding this shit for this long? This motherfucker's a straight flop.
Get out of here.
That's a flop. You can't go to Madison Square, the MGM Grand, bro. You talking $37
Hold on. I
million.
need to be.
Man, that was
I need to
probably
be.
Gamboa. That
Hold on. I
probably
need to
wasn't
be
even Porter.
specific
That
with
was
you.
probably was
I'm telling
Gamboa.
y'all, don't believe me in Israel. If y'all think I'm capping, go listen to
Hold
what
on. I got a
Espinosa
question
said.
for you. I got a
Don't
question
listen
for
to
you. Hold up.
me. I'm
No,
telling
I
you
just
what he said.
no, I
And
still got a
I'm
question
just
for you.
confirming what he said.
I
The
still got a
motherfucker's
question.
a flop.
All right, I got a question for you, bro. You gotta stop
We know
talking
that.
sometimes. Like, are you who got a million? Who got a million views? Who got a million? What you were saying? A million what?
$1 million
He
But
gate.
said
$1
Bud biggest
million
live
at the
gate did $1
gate.
million.
$1 million at the gate.
Yeah, he said Bud's
Yeah.
biggest gate did $1 million. Like I just can't believe Bud versus Porter only did $1 million at the live gate.
Oh, okay. That's
Hey,
interesting.
Pull, go listen to the interview. I couldn't believe that my motherfucking self. You said, I was like, what? Either somebody lying. You heard what you said. You Pull, I'm telling you, bro. I couldn't
It's
believe. I said,
believable
yeah.
though.
I
Yeah,
said,
but
Bob
you
Aaron
know,
was,
Bud
I said,
never did sell that well. But let me
the man couldn't.
read some of my chat questions and stuff. He said I would like to see Adrian Bronner on Bud and Errol under against Jack Cartrell at 140. And Jonah Turner says Bud been calling out all the champs, especially Earl for 4 years. We've heard that before. He said Jonah Turner says Errol just started looking for Bud 1 month ago.
Joe
And
Turner, bro, you ill-advised, my guy.
no, we don't. -9 says, is Bud 50% of the biggest fight in boxing? Bud is 50% of the fight that you want to see. If he is, then pay the man, dummy.
Okay, absolutely not. He's not 50% of the fight in boxing. Like, so let's stop saying that. Only Bud fan, only y'all keep thinking that he's worth 50% in this fight when it comes to purse split. If you think the fight, it's okay if you think the fight is 50-50 as far as what goes on in the ring. That's okay. But it's not okay to think that he deserves 50% of the purse split.
Hey, who that is talking? Who the fuck that is talking? He talking facts. Who the fuck?
fellas,
That's Levi.
I gotta
Boy,
go to work
Levi,
tomorrow.
do your shit. I'm telling you, Levi. Tell their ass again, Levi. Tell them my motherfucker again, Levi.
I
Cook
mean,
your
they don't
shit.
listen. They don't listen when you tell them anyway. They emotional. I'm not emotional. I just deal with the facts. You go with the facts. Like I said, if you ask a Bud fan, what was his pay-per-view numbers and compare them to Errol Spence's pay-per-view numbers, you will not get him coming up or deserving 50% of the purse. And so Bud fans really don't like to talk about that because it shuts down their narratives. It shuts down their arguments. Whatever arguments they're trying to make, it shuts it down immediately. So they try to refrain from talking about that. And I don't, like I said, you can be emotional all you want. I'm not emotional. Like, I know I go with the facts. I go with the numbers. Because when you come to the purse, when you come to the negotiation table, they talk about gate, purse. They talk about gate sales, the ticket sales, the pay-per-view numbers and stuff like that. They tally all of those up. They don't tally up accomplishments at 140 and stuff like that. They don't tally that up. So every time a Bud fan, when you argue with a Bud fan, they like, oh, Bud was undisputed at 140. It's like that's not how the purse you get. That's not how you determine a purse split. So Bud fans need to really chill out on that.
But you need to tell them though, Levi. That's how you determine his Hall of Fame status. But that don't determine how his purse split factor. You feel what I'm saying? That don't factor his purse split. It factor his Hall of Fame status. Because if it ends today, Bud will walk into the Hall of Fame tomorrow.
-9.
No,
Bud is not bringing in 50% of the money. Bud don't bring in the money. People are investing millions upon millions of dollars into this fight, and they are expecting a return on their investment. Bud won't even show up to the fights to promote this shit to make it bigger so that these people will gladly give him more money. He's not warranting the split that he wants. And then not only that, let me say this. He's gonna make the most money he's ever made boxing. Period.
Well, both of them.
Let me finish. The fact that he's looking at what Errol Spence is making to determine what he should make is ridiculous. First of all, Errol Spence has put in more work than you have. Let's just put it like this. Worry about your own pockets. And you're gonna make the most money you've ever made in your career. Let that shit be, man. And make the damn fight. Quit acting like a bitch.
One thing I know Bud fans hate is
I think. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Paul Count. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I think Bud gonna make the fight. I just think he's trying to hold out for as much as he can. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. I think the fight.
I think they doing? I think they trying to make him an offer that he can't refuse. You get what I'm saying? Like I think that I don't think he's gonna make the same amount as EJ because he doesn't garner that. But I think they're gonna give him enough that he just cannot refuse. And at the same token, I agree with you, Paul County. He's stalling out as long as he can into the last minute. Then he's gonna sign the contract. On the contract is gonna be an offer on there that he can't turn down.
Rashad Duncan, welcome to the channel. He says Texas takes over. And Jonah Turner says people are investing millions because it's Bud. Well, they're investing because this is the biggest fight in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be in get a piece of this fight because it's probably going to do 1 million+ pay-per-views.
It really is.
They invest in millions because it's Bud, but at the same time, Errol Spence is bigger than Bud in boxing.
When it comes to this fight in particular, they're investing in this fight. We want this fight. We both know which guy garners. You get what I'm saying? We both know which guy put more asses in seats. But when they both come together,
man.
But when they both come together, it's a bang. The fight by itself, it sells itself. Because that's
and I'm sick of this shit. Bud has sat back on his hands for 4
what's
or
going
5
on,
years
Blue Blood
and
Sports
only
TV
fought
in the building? What's
only
going
fought
on, Blue
one
Blood?
champion,
What's
in
happening?
5 or 6 years. And y'all, this y'all man. This man only fought one fucking
Hey,
champion.
y'all, let's try not to talk over the host, man. Pull
Hey, y'all,
count and start
Blue
talking.
Blood in the building. Blue Blood, click the link. Come on, up on the panel, Blue Blood. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You know,
Blue here?
the hardest working man on YouTube with this boxing stuff, man. Blue
What up,
Blood
Blue?
he is an inspiration.
I
Yes,
got a question
sir.
for Blue too.
Yeah, Blue Blood.
What's
big
going
time.
on? Blue says, "I salute my bros." Yes, sir. You
What
know
up,
what I
Blue?
mean?
What up, Blue? I don't know if
Hey,
I'm blocked on your channel or not, Blue, but can you check me out and see if I am? Because I be leaving comments, but they don't be there. I might be blocked on your channel. I ain't do nothing though, Blue. I ain't do nothing, bro. I come in peace. I'm with the LDBC.
hey, man, Blue.
But Pud, you got shalom to the God though, Blue Blood. Hey, Pud, that mean you doing something big. If you got blue blood pulling up, Pud, you on the right track, my G.
Hey, you
Shalom
know what I'm saying?
to Blue Blood Sports. Y'all, you on the right track,
We
Pud.
appreciate you, Blue Blood. You know what I'm saying? You know, I watch Blue Blood every day, y'all. I watch Blue Blood every day. I mean, he's just full of boxing knowledge, especially when he had Kurt Anderson on there. You know what I'm saying? I watched Blue Blood since when he was driving the school bus. You know what I'm saying? He'd be going on, be switching jobs and stuff. I've been watching him that long. You know what I'm saying? And him and Fanon and all of them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they inspired me to start my boxing channel. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I really appreciate his channel and what he's done for this boxing, you know what I'm saying, thing that we have here, you know, on YouTube. You know, he's really expanded it and he's really paved the way, a pioneer, you know what I'm saying, for everybody. Get on here and talk boxing. You know what I'm saying? So, I even hate to come on sometimes, you know what I'm saying, because Blue be on.
But this what it's about though, man, though. And you know, Pud, you know, and I know Blue want to see you, you know, do your thing. You know, I'm here for you though, and Woo here for you. Everybody in the chat, you know what I'm saying? We here to support you. And this is what I love, and I want, you know, and this is what we got to do. We got to support each other though, bro. Regardless of our differences. And you could like Terence Crawford, you could like Earl Spence. We here for the boxing community. And at the end of the day, we all black though, bro. So we got to stay here and support each other, regardless of how we feel about. Well, I love Terence Crawford, and you know I'm EJ. It's man down today, tomorrow, and motherfucking forever. So
make sure y'all hit that like button, man.
Salute the right side. What's going on, right side? And yes, sir. We appreciate you, Blue. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for stopping through, man. If you click the link,
Shout
I'm
out
on
to
the
Blue
panel,
Blood.
man. You know what I'm saying? And full of wisdom, man. Love his channel, man.
Look at him now tripping.
I haven't mastered driving down the road and doing the video yet, though. That dude there, he got so much talent. It's ridiculous. You know. Let me see. Negative
Make sure
9
y'all
says,
hit that like button.
hit that like button, man. It says Negative 9 says, I taught Blue Blood everything he knows. Right. Right. You probably wasn't even born. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, young.
Go ahead. So Jonah Turner says, Bud can't help it because champs and fighters were afraid to face him. Now, come on, cuz.
They gonna keep running with that narrative. They gonna keep running with that. Fighters were afraid of him. Look, I'm gonna bust that down real quick, and I'm gonna be very brief because I gotta slide out. But if you look at Bud's resume, okay, let me tell y'all. I'm from the beginning. Even though Bud was signed under Top Rank, he had to sign off on each fight that he made. So each fight that he fought, he still had a contract to sign on each one, right? So if the fighters that Bud faced, which are lesser competition than the ones that EJ faced, if those fighters were brazen enough to fight Bud, why would the top guys be scared of Bud? You get what I'm saying? It just doesn't. It's not consistent.
Well, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense.
It's not consistent, and it doesn't add up because you got Egas Kavaliauskas, you got him, you got Gamboa, you got Ricky Burns. You got all of these guys who signed the contract to fight Bud, but you got guys like Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, and your Dennis Ugas afraid of him. How is that
Right.
consistent? How does that make sense? How is
It
that?
ain't.
How does
It
that?
don't
It
make
doesn't.
sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And this is what Bud fans don't do. They don't do critical thinking. They don't do that. They don't they got brain cells that they just don't use. So I think that's what that is.
Boney, Bozy Ennis, he just said it in an interview. He's like, hey, man, these fighters ain't scared of
Right.
anybody. They looking for big paydays. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're looking for the best opportunity that's going to fit them in their careers. And when he broke it down like that, you know what I'm saying? He understand why Errol Spence Jr. and everybody else, can't fight Boots right now. He understands why Virgil Ortiz can't fight, Boots right now, because he ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? It's detrimental to his career. You know what I'm saying? Because Virgil Ortiz, we all know that if Virgil Ortiz
but what
fights,
isn't these bosses' career about legacy? Shouldn't it be built upon legacy?
right? It should be, but we see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
You don't agree? You agree that Virgil's not ready for Boots? I agree. I think they both are ready right now. They both up and coming. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to see two fighters keep fighting.
They said that fight
before they can make more money down the road fighting later.
Right.
Than they can right
No,
now.
I get down the road. I get the mark. They thinking
Boots is just better than him, but they know.
I mean, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about whether the fighters are ready or not to face each other. And the thing is, I feel like they are. Because I don't.
Let's put it this way. He's physically ready to fight Boots. You know what I'm saying? To take a chance, but his skill. You seen the Aegis Kavalasas fight with Virgil Ortiz? Did you see that fight?
That's not the point I'm getting at. The point I'm getting at is who's around Boots. You get what I'm saying? Around his status level, besides Virgil Ortiz, that he should be facing next as a test. Now, first off, all the people that we just now Boots' resume trash for real. I hope we can agree on that. You get what I'm saying? His resume is not that good. And so
you said Jerome Boots in his resume.
Yeah, his resume trash.
Yeah, I mean he's fighting. He's getting the fights. He's getting the fights that he can get. Just like Errol Spence Jr. when he came up.
I agree.
A lot of people in the IBF didn't want to fight him. Camposo, what is his name? Camposo. He did not. He rejected that fight. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people who was up on the list, you know what I'm saying, under the IBF, what was that guy name? I can't remember. He ducked out too. It's a lot of them. They refuse to fight EJ, and that's happening to Boots. Nobody wants to fight Boots because they see talent. They see skill.
But the ones that do want to fight Boots, he can't fight them right now because they got other agendas, and he should just kind of chill on that. Because what he keeps doing is calling EJ out like EJ's going to fight him at 47. He's not. He's going to fight him at 54. If they ever do fight.
But it's good business, as a fighter to let everybody know and call everybody out, you know what I'm saying, while you're available. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But it's also good to be realistic. Because it's not realistic to be.
Earl said it in the ring that he doing what he's supposed to do. Just like when Earl was calling out Keith Thurman when Keith Thurman had bigger fish to fry.
Well, no, Keith was making it seem like he had bigger fish to fry. You get what I'm saying? And then he was using these type of. Keith didn't want to fight him at all. So Keith didn't want to fight him, so he would try to make it seem like he had other plans and other business, and that he was going to get around to Earl when he was never going to get around to Earl.
He unified the belts with Sean Porter. Yeah, I mean he got the WBC and WBA. And he fought Manny Pacquiao. The problem with Keith Thurman was he lost.
Okay, he fought Manny Pacquiao after he ducked Earl.
But
Keith wasn't even fighting.
He chose better fights.
He wasn't fighting.
He wasn't fighting at all, bro. No, bro.
Keith Thurman took off for like 3 years.
Keith Thurman took off, bro. So we can't go there with Keith because no, bro. Like first off, Keith ducked the life out of Errol Spence, right?
When did he duck him?
You said when did he duck him? Is you serious?
Hey, Expo, you sound like you far away, bro.
Yeah, you sound far away, bro.
Come close to your mic. Come closer to your mic.
Come close to your phone, your mic, bro.
You hear me?
No.
It's kind of like a fog.
It sounds like an echo, like you in the bathroom and your speakerphone is on.
Yeah.
Let me change it. I think it's something with this way it's plugged in. Hold on.
Probably on the Bluetooth.
Jonah Turner says Errol saved Bud for one last reason. Let's move on. Once the fight is over, we'll see who was right. He comes back with Boots should fight Rashidi Ellis.
That makes sense.
And Jay Smith says, I think Bud doing the interview today helping building this fight, and his brand more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He should have been doing this though.
But Bud not really Bud not really charismatic. He's boring as hell.
I beg
literally
to differ. I think Bud, you know what I'm saying, because of his, if people was more aware of how he fights, I think he has an exciting fighting style. And if he did more interviews from the rip, because he's been in boxing since 2008, it really don't matter. Because do you think Canelo is an exciting personality? Canelo isn't he's a boring ass. He doesn't say anything except for get the fuck out of here. I think that was the most exciting thing we ever got out of Canelo.
Was more exciting than anything Bud ever said. Bud is Bud has no charisma, my guy. It's nothing
even EJ boring as hell. You know what I'm saying?
But Canelo has a loyal fan base.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But he hasn't built it though.
But check this out. Here's the difference between EJ and Bud. EJ does interviews with like all the people you really want to see him do interviews with, and he answers the questions how he should answer the questions. Bud doesn't. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference. Pay attention to the interview. When you watch each guy's interview, they'll ask Bud some stuff, about EJ, and Bud will go somewhere else with it. You get what I'm saying? Whereas they'll ask EJ about Bud, and Bud and EJ will answer the question how it should be answered. You get what I'm saying? So is the interviews like I said, man? I can't.
Did y'all see the interview today? Y'all watched it, right?
No, I didn't. But I'm
okay. Well, Bud says when you see it, Bud says in the interview, like basically without trying to say, well, I ain't really trying to promote the fight. Without saying it like that, he really was just like, well, that's y'all job and this and that.
No, that's your job, Bud. You don't have a promoter.
Y'all see what Blue said? Blue said he ducked Spence in 2017.
Right, he did. He ducked him because he could have. If he's talking about the move up, if he's talking about the under when he was at 140, he moved up
because he could have fought anybody at any sanctioning body.
Any sanction, he could have chose anybody from any all four sanctioning bodies. He could have did that.
And in the interview Bomac had, he said they went with the WBO. They went to fight Jeff
They
Horn,
went for the WBO. And then what happened was, I don't know, I forgot who that was who asked him a very important question. And Bomac left right after this question. He left. He said the question was, what was so important about the WBO? You get what I'm saying? Why did he choose? You could have chosen. Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. That's the easy route. We already heard Bomac say that that's where we went. But the point is, the thing is, I really wanted to hear it from Bud though. What's so important about the WBO route? Like, if you really wanted Errol Spence, like you said,
Bob Arum belt.
Yeah, but he could have chose. You get me as a fighter, you can choose. Like, I want to be the IBF mandatory and fight Errol Spence right now, and he could have done that. He himself could have done that. Bob couldn't have gotten in the way of that. Is what I'm saying. So,
but if you think about it, it makes sense. If you're gonna break into a new weight class, you got to acclimate yourself. You're not sure what's going on up there with the power and the talent. You're gonna go with, and somebody got a belt. You're gonna go with the weakest link.
No, I get what you're gonna try to go with just to get a belt, but don't be out here saying that you're calling out fighters, but you're not. You get what I'm saying? You're not taking that.
Hello. Everybody there?
I'm here.
Yo,
okay.
Everybody here.
Yeah, I thought you done making your point. So Jay Smith says, I think Bud is doing an interview today. Okay, I read that. And then it says, so nobody wanted to fight Earl because he was a monster, yet everyone was stepping up to face Bud when he called them out, right? And of course, Blue Blood said he ducked Errol back in 2017. Jay Smith says TC and EJ both got funny personalities. Yeah, they do have some particular personalities. You know what I'm saying? But you know, either way, man, all this past stuff, they're about to get it on now. And I think the fight is gonna happen this year. I think fight fans are all frustrated about all the back and forth and all the details. The Bud fans, what I'm saying, they want to make it seem like EJ was afraid. Of course, everybody knows that that's cap. You know what I'm saying? That is not the storyline. That is not the timeline. We already know that Bud could have fought EJ with the 60-40 deal, you know what I'm saying, even though they deny that. But none of that stuff matter because now we got the fight going, y'all. We got the best boxing, the best fight in boxing history, man, going down right now. Well, I ain't gonna say the best box fight. I'll say,
No.
since
You right, Pud. You right. It's the best boxing today, and I would stand on
hmm
your ground, my G. You right. It's the best
mm-mm.
boxing right now
It's the best fight for like
in boxing
maybe
today.
15 years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because this I mean to have two guys in there who got 50-50 talent, you know what I'm saying? That's rare. That's rare to see in boxing because everybody's a businessman. He says the fake blue blood, let me get this straight. What the hell? What you say, John Tran? He said the fake blue blood, let me get this straight. Bud is ducking in 2017, but somehow he found his balls now. Bruh, come on, bruh. We can't even go. That is so. That is. We can't even address that,
Hey,
bro.
and you
That's.
know,
Still ain't got
Joan
the fight.
Turner and -9 is the same person. Both of
Mm.
them is alter trolls, boy. Both of them the same person. -9 and Joan Turner. Y'all see the link in the chat.
I mean, we. I
Me
mean,
and Israel.
We going. I mean, we go down the same rabbit hole every day, and we.
No,
We
them,
debunk this every day.
them your peoples though, Poor. Them your peoples,
Well,
they show up every day. Shout out to the -9. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, -9. Tell your girlfriend and her baby daddy and her friend that you don't know that she fucking -9. Tell all of them to subscribe to Pull Counter Boxing Channel.
yes, sir.
Yeah, do that, -9. While you around here worrying about your boy Crawford, that's around here making excuses from day one.
Jonah Turner
Since
said, Jonathan, we are not the same. We are not. I'm not a
oh nah,
troll.
y'all the same, Jonah. You and -9 are the same. Y'all the same.
Mm.
Two trolls in one.
So, so now, do you think, what I'm saying, if because I didn't get a definitive answer on this. So if Jamel Charlo moves, I mean, well, if Terence Crawford move up to 154, what I'm saying, it's really not important if they both can make the deal. Who is the A side of that deal? I think it would be Jamel Charlo. Y'all think because Bud got two undisputed under his belt that he would be
See
the A
and
side?
shout out if that's the real blue blood. I'm gonna tell you, Put the ex blue blood. If and I'm telling you,
Yeah, that'd be a good. Yeah.
I'm not going with Terence Crawford. And to all you dudes, all you trolls, I don't want y'all to get back. Oh, Ben Israel over there on Pug kind of representing Bud. No, the fuck is man down today, tomorrow, and motherfucking forever. But I'm telling all you Bud Crawford fans for Bud Crawford to win that motherfucking undisputed at 147 against EJ, he gonna have to kill him. And Bud don't have a killing instinct. No, ain't no killer bone in Bud body, bro. Nothing.
Try. Hey Ben,
Ain't nothing killer
try to
about
keep it
Bud.
clean as possible because I can't monetize it if you
No, this
cuss too much.
boxing. This boxing. Ain't nothing. I ain't saying Bud go out there and do that. This boxing. I'm saying he don't have that knockout instinct. If I have to put some respect on it. Bud do not have the instinct, the killer instinct, ring IQ, and he very accomplished though. Pull and my brother who Bud is very accomplished. Ring generalship,
You say he don't
IQ.
have the killer. You don't think he got the killer
Of
instinct?
course not. Not against a world destroyer like EJ. Of course not. See,
No,
all
I
three of us
mean,
can talk.
I think now I beg to differ with you. Now I think I
See,
think he's
we can
see
talk to it.
if he didn't have a killer instinct, I wouldn't want to see it. You see what I'm saying?
You know why you've been sold? Cause I'm telling you, like the rest of the Bud, just y'all been bamboozled. Y'all been bamboozled. Y'all think Bud is what he is, bro. Y'all think Bud is really the shit. And Bud don't believe
I
in
think
himself.
I think his skill. I think he got skill. I just think like you. I think he's coming up against a guy that's with the same kind of talent and he
Not the
never
same.
faced before.
It can't be
Um,
if you agree with me, it can't be the same, Bud. Bud is not matched with EJ. I mean, Bud is not matched with EJ.
but
That's
that's
what I
why they fighting, Ben. That's why they fighting.
because a
Hold
lot
on,
of
it's a
people think
Kyrie
a lot.
Simon says bro talking crazy. I'm going for EJ, but Bud does have killer instinct. That's what I'm trying to tell him. And
Man, listen,
bro,
Bud don't have no killer instinct.
Majestic said, man, this dude is talking about. He says, Jonas says, what does his welterweight resume say?
Oh, who
I
resume?
don't get that. I
Hey,
don't get that.
Joan, you better be talking about Bud resume because you can't question EJ resume at 147. He was
Jay Smith
born.
says, I got Bud solving the puzzle. What killer
Jay,
has Bud faced? Jonas said.
hey, I want
Well,
Jay Smith. I want you to hit that like button before you come in the building. Tell your cousin and your homeboy cousin to subscribe to Pull Boxing Counter.
I'm finna drop the link, Ben, and see if they take it on
Oh,
in.
nah, you don't know they don't
But
want no pressure with Ben, man. Tell them you got a fighter, man. Tell them, Pull. Say, man, Ben be here every day. He ready
yes,
to
sir,
fuck
we be
smoke.
getting it in. You know what I'm saying? We be
Tell
getting
them,
it
Pull,
in.
do not drop that link and unleash these people. I'm gonna let Pull deal with. I'm gonna let my brother who deal with them little weak dudes, man. Cause Ben gonna cook them. You gonna have to say, Ben, Ben, stop. You gonna have to throw a flag. I'm gonna burn it. I'm sending them to hell, bro. I'm gonna make sure the devil himself greet them at hell, bro. Hell wrong with them little dudes. And Bud been lying to me as a boxing fan. We keeping it boxing. And I know how to move the goalpost, but I keep it and have my narrative and all the other shit lined up with boxing, with the
What's
devil
going on?
and all
Click the
this.
hey, right side. Come up on the panel, man. You
Oh,
know what I'm
shalom to
saying?
my brother. Shalom
Right
to
side.
hey, that's Georgia finest.
W underscore right side.
Man, that's his name gonna be Israel right side. He know he Israel. He
Right,
Israel.
right
We
side be
all
breaking it
Israel,
down.
but yeah, right side. And I got another little dude for you too, Pud. I've been trying to call him up. Right side been showing up for me with you, Pud. He been
Yeah,
showing
I fuck with
support.
right side.
Yeah, right side been
Yeah,
pulling up,
right side
man.
be on everybody's stuff. Majestic
Yeah,
said
because I
Bud is
told him that's
way
how he get
more
his.
killer
That's how
than
you get.
Spence, and he's gonna show the world if they finally fight. Well, that's what we here talking about. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we want to see. He said, I can't right now. Give me a few, yes sir. And well, like I said, this is gonna be. I mean, I think it's gonna be really close. Saying as far as the first few rounds, I'm saying I think, well, really, because Bud, if he starts slow, it's gonna be over for him, y'all. I hate to tell y'all that. You know what I'm saying? If he get behind on them cards, he's gonna have to look for one big shot, and that's gonna be the only thing you do, because
Hold on. What the top shot to say? What y'all hear? What the top shot to say? No, this to me. What you said, Pull? Tell him again now. A Bud do what?
if he starts slow, what I'm saying, early in the, what I'm saying, the fight like he do, fall back trying to collect
Bing
data.
from round one. Bing, get your assessment on Pull. Bing. If he say he start off slow, for all you Bud motherfuckers don't know what he just said. Bing from round one. If he
But
do what?
but I do think Crawford does that just to be more calculated and to be more cautious and to be careful. I think he can start fast. I just think it's something he does out of caution. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he can't start. You know what I'm saying? Fast. Maybe Earl will force him to start fast. You know what I'm saying? And have to what I'm saying, start going into his offense, you know what I'm saying, like really early, because the first thing Earl's gonna do is come out there with that double jab. He's gonna come out there jab and he's gonna make the fight. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna press uh Crawford. We all know this. He does it every fight. You know, he's gonna come out there with that long jab, and Crawford gonna figure out. He's gonna have to figure out how to counter that jab. He's gonna have to figure out how to keep up with that work rate, and you know, it's gonna be interesting to see how that all comes together. Um,
I love
oh, he
your
said,
assessment, Pull. You know, your
mm-hmm.
assessment been greater than some of these Bud just to leave assessment. You know what
Jonathan
I'm
said,
saying?
"Hey, for Buzz, start out slow." But see, when you counting on one shot, when you count on one shot or to catch somebody, that may never come, Jonah Turner. That may never come. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of like Wilder or something. You see what I'm saying?
And one thing you
It's,
got to understand, though, also tell them they dealing with a different type of assassin. You dealing with a different type of caliber of fighter. You dealing with a world destroyer. This not your everyday. This not no
we're
street
dealing with
thing.
what?
This
What we
not
dealing with, Ben?
a
What we
world
dealing with?
motherfucking destroyer. This not no American. This not no green bean. This not no dude got shot in the leg. This not no Sean Porter. Man, y'all dealing with another dude that, man, NASA trying to discover Errol Spence. You got the greatest, and this the other dude, and shout out to Levi, and Levi left. And I don't like to be, saying things while dude's not here to defend himself, because I go into
Wait
a
a minute.
fight.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Vo Majestic just made an allegation here. He says y'all. He said they both start slow because of the respect. Do y'all really watch boxing or y'all just watch your favorite fighter? Come on, bro. Come on now. Yeah, I mean you got to be kidding. You know what I'm saying?
But
That's one of
that was Yo, what his name? Yo Mystic. What is he?
Yo Master. That you
Yo
got to be
Master.
kidding.
But one thing about Yo Master,
Come on,
these
Pool. He
one,
said Bud doesn't count on one shot. Some of the punches are slow than fast. Yeah, I agree with that. But he does start slow. He gathers. He's not as aggressive as to begin with. He's trying to catch. Find your
to
punch
all to
angles.
all y'all
Go
dudes
ahead.
want to know EJ fundamental of boxing. It's hard to assess EJ fundamental of boxing. So y'all would sit here with y'all pen and paper, like Ben Israel, and I'm EJ biggest fan with my assessment, and I'm telling them though, Poor, with their assessment, you have the great Mike Tyson, you have the great Bernard Hopkins, you have the great what the other dude name the great white hope golden boy in it, Oscar De La Hoya. You have what the dude name who be over there with ESPN. You have Lennox Lewis. You have motherfucking what the other one with Lennox Lewis be over there talking that shit? The white dude.
What, Tim? What you said? What network you talking about, Ben?
Showtime.
Showtime. Damn. Who be on Showtime's joint?
She going to get my book because is Rocky not Mark. Damn, what the fuck? I'm on my good gas right now. But all these dudes, dog, bet against EJ. All them dudes. And
Jonah
you have
Turner,
Larry.
it's not about cheerleading, bro. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not.
So
Forget Joe
that's
Turner
why
right now.
people don't. That's
Forget
why
Joe
people
Turner.
don't.
Joe Turner don't
Right.
got
It's
no
not about
facts.
cheerleading. It's
Negative
about
nine,
analyzing and
and
what they
Joe
do in the
Turner.
fight in the ring. I'm saying it's not about cheerleading. And see, that's the thing. That's the
Boom Boom
thing about.
Mancini. Boom Boom Mancini. You have the
Oh,
great ones like Boo Boo Mancini, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson. You have Bernard Hopkins. You have even your boy though, Pull.
hold on.
Your homeboy,
What
even
you say? You
Roy.
said hold on, Ben. Hold on for a second. You said if you think this is a 50-50 fight, you got to be a fanboy. Let's get his ass up on out of here. I'm saying
Now
with
don't
that
get him up out
bullshit.
of here. You supposed to told him
Let's
to
get his ass
introduce
up
him
on
to
out
the
of here.
league, man. You
You go
got
ahead on
two,
up out of here.
man. You got two
Get his
heavyweights
ass
up
up
here
on
with
out
you,
of here.
Pull.
You know what
You
I'm
supposed
saying?
to tell him to defend himself. You got two dudes up here with you,
Get his
Pull.
ass up on out of
You
here.
got who with the great shoulder roll. Who can defend himself with the shoulder roll, and you got Ben Israel with the great high guard. I'm going in there like EJ with the high guard. With the body assessment, though, Pull, we talking straight boxing. Tell him to get up
Right,
here
right.
and defend that shit too,
It's just about what we see in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
If
Some
they
of these
come here,
dudes,
if
they
they
get
come
way
to
too
see Lou,
emotional. They just all they do is cheerlead the entire time. You know what I'm saying? Nobody
let
got
them
time for that,
cheerlead.
bro.
Let
You
them
know, it's like we
cheerlead.
grown ass men here. Who gonna be cheerleading all the damn
Man,
time? You know what I'm saying?
let them
But
cheerlead.
most of
We
them
got
gut picks Floyd over Manning. Jay Smith picked, and Jay Smith said mint guys. He said I'm no cheerleader. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I believe that, but you know, when you start talking about, well, he gonna just knock him out, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, why? Why you think that? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
John Turner
You got.
said.
Mm-hmm.
John Turner
What you,
said, "What killers have Earl's face?" I put it to you like this, John Turner. He faced all the killers at 147 that Bud didn't
oh
face.
yeah,
How about that?
Rich Sanchez, yeah, Tank gonna watch Rolling for sure. And Carl Brown, welcome to the channel, Rich Sanchez, and
That's
welcome
gonna
to
be
the
fun to
channel, Carl
watch.
Brown. Yeah, Sugar Ray bet against Spence too, and Spence showed up and showed out. Real talk, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about being on one side. See, I think a lot of the fans they get caught up, saying trying to defend, saying one side instead of just looking at what's going on in the ring. Then they start trying to shut the other side down by making stupid remarks and stuff. So
and you
you know
know
what I'm saying?
what, Pooh?
That's when you got to get the hell on.
Exactly. And when you got a great fighter like the great Floyd Mayweather, Mr. 50 and 0, Pooh, Mr. 50 and 0, and they told y'all, man, EJ is a
What's
different
up,
type of.
Dev?
What's going on, Paul?
What's
What's
going on,
happening,
Dad?
my brother?
Shalom,
What's
my
going
brother.
on, my brother? Yes,
Shout
sir.
out
What
to
you
the
got on
family.
it? What you got on it?
What's going on, Paul? Thanks for bringing me on.
Oh, no doubt.
Hey, Dez, you come in with the high guard of the show, bro. We got two
Let them cook.
aerosmith. We got two
Oh, I think I
aerosmith
have
hitters up here. We
I
got
think I need
Ben
to mute
Israel,
the
and we
one
got my
second.
big brother who
Hey,
got the
Ben,
money
let
for the
let let
street.
Dev cook a little bit. We'll get back. Let him cook. Go ahead. What you got on it, Dev?
Yeah, I'm hearing the echo. Do I need to mute something on my end?
I
Turn
don't hear no
YouTube
echo.
off. Turn
Yeah.
your YouTube off.
What's up, C Wood? What's happening?
Got it. 1 sec.
C Wood said Bud beats Era and Rolly gets slept by Tank. And Jay Smith says when that ink hits the paper, it's on. And C Wood says salute champ. Yes, sir. We got some boxing minds in the building. Boxing heads all day. Where you at, Dev? You dropped off? Like my brother John Turner said, my personal analysis of their styles lead me to believe Bud will win when they fight. That's why I put 2,500 on Bud. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
We're
Let
gonna
me
come up
see.
because Bud the underdog,
Andres
so he's gonna come up.
Diaz
Man,
says
Joe Turner straight capping. Hey, Joe Turner,
Andre Diaz
if
says
you got
Haney's no show.
2,500 and you right here on
Haney's a no
pull,
show press
you right
conference.
here on pull counter,
Huh.
What press
Joe
conference you
Turner,
talking about?
Say
just saying
what?
that
Say
2,500
Haney's a
the
no show
pull.
to the press conference.
Just saying that 2,500 the pull, Joe Turner, and Ben Israel gonna match that money. You don't got to send that money nowhere. Let pull, and we gonna give pull
See
a
what said
little
Jonah Turner
kickback
dope.
fee for holding that. So don't be sitting up here talk about you got 2,500 on Bud and you got Ben Israel. These man down today, tomorrow, and
Hey
forever. Well,
Ben,
match them
let
little
them
petty
cook.
ass 2,500. No, pull. I'm here to support your channel.
Yes,
And one thing
sir.
he
Hey, I
not gonna do
appreciate
is
it.
do that. He ain't gonna do that over here. Cause you can send pull that money and I'll match that shit tomorrow, bro.
Them boys capping,
Yes,
man. Ain't talking about nothing.
hey Ben, let Dev cook. He just got in. What
Hey,
you got
sorry
on it,
about that.
Dev?
I joined on my phone. Can y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody hear you.
Yeah, no, good show. Yeah, you know what it is for me? I think I broke this down a couple lives ago, but it's the work rate and that power, man. I don't think people understand how hard this dude hits. I mean, he's breaking dudes, man. Like once Buff
Our
feels that
collector.
he's not gonna be able to do all that stuff. You know, plus his defense ain't all that to me. Buzz a good fighter. He's a really good fighter. But I just think Errol's a better fighter. You know, it's just simple as that. He can match him any way he wants to go. Outside, inside fight. I think he mentioned that on the Porter podcast. I mean, I don't know how safe that is for Bud to do that with EJ. But I think he could just match him in any style, anywhere in the ring. It could be on the ropes. It could be in the middle, near the canvas. It don't matter. I think EJ can bring everything,
Dale,
man.
where you from, Dale? Because a lot of people don't
I'm from Houston.
You from where?
I'm from Houston.
Hey, shout out to Houston. They're gonna think you biased because you from Dallas. I mean, you from Texas. You know, but why you think your assessment? Why you feel as though?
Well, see, that's the thing. I like Crawford, man. He's one of my favorite fighters. I've been watching him for years.
Your
Errol,
assessment,
I've
though,
always thought Errol. I just always thought Errol was a better fighter than him. There's
course,
things that
of
Bud
course.
does,
We agree on
that are a
that,
little
but you
more
got to
flashy.
give
But
you got to get the Buzz a little leeway. But your assessment, why? You know, you got to get a Bud. They're gonna sit there and say, "Well, it's 4 people over there," and I was waiting because Bud said, "Nah, man, Ben, let him talk his shit." And you came in with a great assessment, my G. And you know, forgive me, my brother. You got who on the panel? You got Pud. You of course you know Pud, the host of the show. And you got yours truly, Ben Israel. But tell your friend and the friend to subscribe to the channel. But why you feel as though Bud do not have a chance against the world destroyer EJ?
Oh, I got somebody coming in. Let me see.
I think he has a chance.
Man, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Go ahead, Dale.
No, I definitely think Crawford has a chance. I won't count him out for sure. He's proven it. He's a champion. And he has heart. So he definitely has a chance to beat him if his power's there and he makes EJ think a couple more seconds than he typically does and his time is on point. He can edge out a decision, I think. I don't think he's stopping him, but he can win on the cards. I just don't see that happening.
When you say you don't see it happen, a lot of people say Bud is a place puncher. He got ring IQ. He can hit EJ with punches that EJ don't see. What's your knowledge? What's your assessment to that? What you think to those people feel as though Bud can beat the shit out of EJ? Bud with EJ, Bud is the great. Bud is a god, and none of you dudes don't have no answer. I feel as though Bud would beat EJ with straight boxing IQ and ring generalship. What's your assessment when dudes tell you that? Well, how you feel about that?
Man, I haven't heard anybody say that. Are they saying that? That's crazy.
You ain't heard that? That Bud is
that's because you got a job, bro.
Of course. You have
I'll
not
say
heard
this.
that.
How I think the fight is going to go is I definitely think that Bud is going to tag EJ early in the fight a couple times. But rounds 5, round 6, round 7, round 8, and when they get into the championship rounds, he's going to drown them, man. It's going to take a minute for EJ to pick up on Bud's timing. I think he'll win the early rounds, even though he's a late starter. I think Bud will win the first couple rounds in that fight, but as the rounds go on and EJ starts to pick up on his timing, he starts to make adjustments, and then he's going to start dictating the pace of that fight, and it's just going to be a wash after that. I got it 8-4, 9-3. I think I said that on your show last time.
Yeah.
I just once it's a snowball going down, you're not stopping it with EJ.
So Dan, so you saying as soon as the bell ring, so you have Bud assessing the first round that you gonna give him that, and then
I
after
think
that
he wins the first couple. Yeah.
You think after that EJ, so you feel as though Bud gonna win the first round. And we let's all agree on one thing. We think EJ gonna win the fight, right? You believe that, right? Yes or no?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Overall, but you just saying your Boston assessment, your ring, you just feel Bud will win the first round, right?
I think he may win the first couple.
Okay, let's hold that. Let's hold that. I'm gonna get back to that. Now,
you
don't have nothing else to say. Just only the first round, right? But how about being Israel to bet you 2-1 that Bud do not win now round in that fight, and he gonna get knocked the fuck out.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. EJ
So
a beast, man.
I'm telling you, when you open up Bud Crawford toolbox, and I tell dudes to just look at what Terence Crawford can do. And some people be, oh man, Israel, you man down, you gonna always be. I ain't never said nothing bad about Terence Crawford. I'm telling you what Terence Crawford can do, but I'm telling you there's what he can't do against EJ. And when them dudes run up against you, and they tell you, man, EJ is, and like you say, I ain't never heard nobody saying that Bud Crawford was a god and he'll beat the shit out, he'll knock EJ out. Where you been at? You hear what I'm saying, Des? I'm
I
asking
got you.
where
I
you
got
been
you.
at. And the minute tomorrow.
So let me read some of my comments for some of the guests. He says, Carl Brown, welcome to the channel. He says, the Bud Only group hates on Spence because they know how he's coming when he fights. Crawford, they scared, real talk. And Jonah Turner says, what a great assessment. He simply said Earl Spence hits harder because he broke bones. And Jay Smith says, Bud and Errol did go to each other's fight when they were younger prospects.
Well, what I said is that Spence can match Crawford anywhere in the ring. If they want to bring it on the inside, if they want to bring it on the outside, he can fight Crawford with any style. I've seen it. I think we've all seen it if you pay attention to Spence. I mean, look how he fought Mikey. Look how he fought Brooke. Look how he fought Porter. Look how he broke Ugas down. I mean, Danny Garcia. He could fight with Bud any type of way. That's all I'm saying. And he punches hard. The dude breaks people, man. It is what it is. Like, it's a different type of pressure in there with Spence. So, that's how I see it.
That's how I see it too. I thought Bud, if he gonna win, he gonna have to come with a different style we ain't seen him use yet. He might have a different,
Hey,
wrinkle
we
to his
got
game.
we got a
We
new
haven't
we
seen.
got a new we got a new dude just joined us on the panel though. Who that is in the cut though, my G? We got Dez
Talking
Who
to
and
me?
Ben Israel.
What happened to full counter?
Put in the back. He all good. Put listen to an assessment like a referee. But it's somebody else on the thing. So we got
Somebody just pulled
Who,
up.
we got Dez, and we got Ben Israel. What's your name, my G?
It's Boxing Expo.
Oh, Boxing Expo. What's good, dude?
I was checking in. I know you was in here hyping up Earl.
Man, you already know, man. We got Dez and we got Who Israel in the building, my G. What's good with you, bro?
Shit, just chilling. Shit.
So you want to come in here defending? You want to come in here defending your Bud Crawford shit? Because I'm
I
finna
ain't
go on mute.
I defend Bud when people try to discredit him, but I
Hey
got
man,
I
Bud is
always had
already
defended
Bud
Bud
discrediting himself.
because I just think
My
he a
G.
better all around boxer than
I'm finna let.
But Bud is the truth. Make no mistake about it.
I'm finna go on mute because Who in the back. I'm finna let. Pull in the back. I'm finna let Who and Dez deal with you, bro. Because I keep telling you, come in here with these little play. Me and you always pull up somewhere else, and you always keep saying discrediting Bud. Bud done discredit himself, bro. Bud been lying to you, and you still would not refuse the truth, bro. And I'm gonna let these dudes deal with you.
Bud is one of the
If
greatest
you ain't
fighters,
ready,
bro.
bro,
You gotta
you're
give him
not
his
ready for
respect.
being Israel. I'm finna go on mute. Who and Dez is on the platform with you, my G. All right.
What y'all got?
That's what
How you feel like somebody is discrediting Bud? Like in what way? Expo? You there, Expo? Or is you that's you, Dez?
Yeah.
Oh, Expo bounced out too.
Yeah, man, he wanted to deal with your boy Ben. Yeah, man, I wanted to tell him, man, I ain't ready to cook. Who, man? They want me to come out my character, my brother. And I told these other brothers, and even like you, when I see you, who, I'm glad you here with me, cause I be ready to talk about they mama, they girl, and I turn on the camera, who, and I let them see how your boy living. You feel what I'm saying, my G? And it ain't nothing, cause the Most High, you hear Wabi done blessed us, and he done cursed us. I ain't gonna say cursed in a bad way. I'm saying just beat us like our mama beat us or our father beat us. You feel what I'm saying? Just like that, man. Ain't nothing they could tell me talk about. We just talking boxing. Turn the car to the side. And this boxing, oh, that's my dude Dance. He over there working at the 7-Eleven, getting his money up. You know what I'm saying? To all you Bud Crawford fans, if y'all want to hit the link, y'all just come up here and defend y'all favorite fighter, though, man. Y'all can talk y'all Canelo shit. Y'all can talk y'all Tank Davis, Rolly Ramirez. How about that, though?
Watch yourself, baby. Watch yourself.
How about that, who? How you feel about that Tank Davis and Rolly Ramirez fight, MIG?
Come on with it.
How y'all feel about that?
Put it down?
How you feel about that, Dance?
Oh man, that's gonna be a massacre, man. That's gonna be a massacre.
So y'all don't feel as though
I'm not
Rody
excited for that fight, to be honest with y'all.
I said it myself. Thank you.
So y'all don't feel as though Rody stand a chance against
Emma, get that from him.
the Baltimore Assassin? Y'all don't feel as though Rody stand a chance against the Baltimore Assassin? Y'all feel as though Rody just gonna come in there with all hype and no bite?
No, I don't think he stand a chance. I think his power is overrated. I think he overrates his power. And I think Tank can eat anything he throw at him. And I don't think Rolly is ready for what Tank coming back with. The Tank just went through that. Tank just went through that with Cruz. Somebody coming in just thinking they just gonna power shot him out the game.
Well, Rolly said Tank just a little dude and he walk into punches though. If you were training Tank, if you was
Never been stopped, never been dropped.
he said he had problems with Rolly said Tank had problems with Isaac Cruz though.
Mm-hmm. Got it? I'm sorry, man. I get busy this time of night.
I know, but it sound like you over there moving the whole planet Israel. You moving the children of Israel now. You supposed to tell me, man, you need me to move, man. Israel you supposed to tell me you need me to move, man, to protect the estates now. We got to make sure the children of Israel make it to the gates now.
I'm going to call on you when I'm ready. I'm going to see if you're ready.
Oh, I got that too. I got that number too, my G.
Already. Might as well. Might as well.
Hey, did y'all watch the Porter way with Crawford on it?
Yeah, we did. What you think about it? What you think about it,
man?
Porter
and
Terence I saw it a couple hours ago. Go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead, my G. Do your thing, bro. Cause y'all subscribe to
Dang phone died, yo.
Man, y'all
my
subscribe
bad.
to everything. And sometimes people tell y'all, man, don't do that, man, because y'all don't miss out on nothing. So when a motherfucker come to y'all with them little weak ass receipts, this why and who I'm gonna tell you, bro. When you pull up, I'm gonna be at respect, and I'm gonna tell you when they throw them little rocks at the children, and I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna pick up the same rocks they throwing at me and throw back at them. I'm gonna pick up a ceiling block. I'm gonna pick up the tractor trailer and drop it on their head, bro. I'm telling you, for real. And we're gonna keep it all boxing though on Dad.
Now, hey, my phone had died. That's why I had ducked out
Man,
for
we
a
got
second.
you though. You already know. We
Jonah
got you,
Turner says, Ben, here's my assessment. A great boxer beats a great puncher all day. Bud won't be there to be hit all night like other Errol's other opponents.
But
And he
but
come.
but
But he was there for Benavidez.
Pud, you had to put.
Errol
Hey,
picked you.
but Pud,
Errol
tell him
put
you
you in
had.
front of him.
Y'all
It's not
crazy if
like
y'all
he
think
could
Bud
sit
ain't
there.
finna get punched. Y'all got y'all mind.
What's
But
going
Pud,
on,
you need to tell
G5?
him.
G5 in the building. What's going on,
G5,
G5?
Shalom, G5 in the building. Land that plane, G5. Hit the link. That's who you need to tell.
Oh
G5,
yeah,
hit that link
G5.
and land
G5
that
be
plane.
cooking.
He
Hey,
do.
There
y'all
you go.
smoking that rock if y'all think Bud ain't finna take no punches in this fight. Y'all crazy.
Man, Bud gonna take more than punches. Bud ass
Y'all
going to
better go
sleep.
watch that Benavidez fight. He couldn't get away from a one-legged thug. He couldn't get away from him. You think he finna get away from a all-time great Hall of Fame boxer? Y'all crazy.
Is he really saying that? Hey, my bad, Paul Count. My phone died. But is he really?
Mine too. Go
Yeah.
ahead, bro.
Do these Bud fans really think that Bud can dance for 12 rounds, like from EJ, from Errol Spence?
Yes, they do.
That's diluted. That's a diluted way of thinking. Like you're not gonna be nobody. Nobody can dance around a guy who's known to cut the ring off. You get what I'm saying? You can't for 12 rounds though. You won't be able to just sit there and dance and then not get. Okay, I hope they don't think that he's just gonna dance for 12 rounds and not get touched.
Mm.
Because what happens when Errol starts touching him? What happens when Errol starts his engine? And we all see it. We all saw it. We all see how when Errol starts his engine, we all see it. We all sit there and watch it. He starts his engine and it's a wrap for his opponent. So what happens then? What does Bud do then? Does he turn up his counter punching? Because for real, I've never seen Errol Spence. I mean, I've never seen Bud against anybody with the engine like Errol Spence. So what we gonna see from Bud? What we gonna see I'm talking about at that particular point when Errol starts his engine? What we gonna see? Are we gonna
What's
see
going on, Devin Simmons? He said, "Why y'all think this dude Bud is some master boxer?"
That's what I'm saying. Like he's above Floyd Mayweather or
So
anything.
Sir Isaac said, I skipped over Sir Isaac. Let me read his comments. He said, so Rolly is uncoordinated and don't make no sense. He loads up on everything, which why he get caught. And he says Cruz would beat Rolly. Yeah, we pretty much know that Gervonta Davis is going to destroy this guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's not even a conversation now. You know, we just want to see the destruction. You know what I'm
Hey, I was
saying?
just about to say what he just said. Literally, like right after you, he said Rolly is unbalanced when he throws his power shots and he wings his punches. I was literally about to just say that. Like he's
Yeah, I
always
mean,
off
you
balance.
seen the fight in the Yippiness fight. He was all over the ring, falling. You know what I'm saying? Momentum taking him all over, about to fall on his head and everything. I was like, man, this dude is about to get destroyed by Tank,
And
bro.
Rolly doesn't have a
You know what I'm
jab,
saying?
and he just relies on all load up shots. So it just throws him off balance by default anyway.
But you know, he is entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I like the way he talk his shit, and hopefully when he get in there, he don't be like a deer caught in the
But it's fluff
headlights.
though. That's the thing. I like a boxer that talks shit that's really like believing in his shit talk, believing in himself and whatnot. Rolly
Yeah,
doesn't
I know what
seem.
you're saying. I
Yeah,
know
it's all fluff.
exactly.
All that's fluff. Like he don't even when you can see when Rolly's talking, you can tell that it's just fluff. It ain't he don't really even believe the shit that's coming out of his mouth.
Right.
You know, I like a boxer that talk with some type of belief in himself and whatnot, determination. Rolly ain't got none of that.
Devin Simmons said, we haven't seen Bud use his leg since 140. As soon as he gets touched, he's going to want to bang with EJ, and that's going to be his downfall.
Styles,
Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead.
Styles make
Leave him.
fights and Bud's style is so wrong and tailor made for EJ. Bud can't bang with EJ, so that's what I'm saying. When he gets touched, check this out. If anybody really notices how when EJ fights, you'll land one, but he'll land three to your one each time. So when he does that to Bud, right? When he does land two more shots than Bud's one, right? Bud's gonna have to come back from that because the judges are gonna score those two over that one punch.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
Bud's
Carl
gonna have
Brown.
to,
Carl
yeah.
Brown. He said people forget that Tank got that high guard and walk you down. Yeah, he does got that. What's going on, PGH Big Dog? What's happening, my brother? 100%, my brother. Thanks for supporting the channel, bro. Go ahead, my brother. I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good. You got to do your thing, man. You good. He said,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask y'all this: Do y'all think that? And I hear this from people who think Bud's gonna win the fight. Do you think he can hurt EJ with a couple of shots and hop
I
on
don't.
him and get him out of there like he usually
I don't.
does?
But I don't
No,
think
I
Bud
don't
possessed
see
the
his.
power. I haven't seen Bud like bust up. Okay, all right. I already answered the question to say I don't, but I want to give you more, and I'm gonna be brief about it also. Have you seen Bud ever lump up any nigga? Like at the end of his fight, the other nigga was lumped up. I'm talking about to the point where he couldn't see or they had to stop the fight. I mean, Bud got TKOs where they stopped the fight, but he got it from, just like a couple knockdowns, and his opponents are just like wobbled and stuff like that, and the ref stops it. But have you ever seen lumped up opponents from Bud after his fights?
I say the closest.
Really.
I say the closest. I mean, he beat Gamboa pretty bad, bro. He smashed him pretty bad. And let me see
Yeah, but we
Diaz.
know why. Bud towered over Gamboa. I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about towered over him. And height
Mm-hmm.
and reach. Come on, height and reach.
But just
Bud
to,
knew.
but just
Yeah.
answering your question, I would
Yeah, yeah,
say
yeah, yeah. I got
I'm
you. I
just thinking
got you.
Lundy. He jacked up Hank Lundy pretty bad, and
Is
Diaz. I
he
think
sending niggas to the hospital?
no,
Okay.
not at all.
Well, Errol Spence is doing that. And is known to do that. So it's not new. Like if you watch the Ugas fight and you're a casual fan, you're like, damn, he lumped him up and sent him to the hospital. But if you're someone like me, you're like, that's normal. That's normal for EJ. You see what I'm saying? He's sending niggas to the hospital.
So Joe Turner said, Levi, please tell me how you know for a fact Bud can't bang with EJ, who has most of the TKs and KOs. Well, shit, he been fighting longer. You know what I'm saying? And he's
Hey
been
man,
in boxing
he
since
been in the
2008.
preschool. Yeah, it's who he fought. He ain't been fighting a bunch of EJs. Imagine fighting a
Hmm.
bunch of EJs.
Right. He'd be retired by now.
He'd be
It said
done.
Jay Smith, if EJ tried to put his head in TC chest, it might be an early night
Early night
for
for Errol.
Errol.
Well, he has
And
to hurt Errol. He would have to hurt him first.
yeah, he's gonna have to get his respect,
Yeah, he
because
got to gain his respect.
he's definitely gonna have to do that because EJ gonna be coming from round one. You know
From
what I'm
round
saying?
1 to round 15, my guy.
Devin Simmons says, do y'all think Bud will be able to hold EJ in the clinch to stop his
No,
inside game? That's
no,
definitely what he's gonna try to do. Of course, we've seen that. You know what I'm
absolutely not.
saying? And Carl Brown says Spence get his combos off and still keep that jab in your face, playing defense at the same time. Plus, he hits hard.
Definitely. And don't people sleeping on EJ's feints. EJ got a crazy
Man,
feint game.
I was commenting on how he was feinting Ugas and getting off that overhand left from the
Bro,
angle, left hook. Oh my God, hitting him in the neck. I was
Errol
like,
has a mean
holy
feint
moly.
game. His feint game, bruh, his feint game is tremendous. Like
Yes, sir.
it's not going to be close.
Now, Bud got a good feint game. That's all he
They
does is
pull that
feint.
overhand left
But
might
but but you gotta understand that's all Bud had.
that overhand left
Bud is a
might
counter
stop
puncher
Bud,
at
man.
heart. He's all counter puncher. He needs distance, and all he will do. And Bud plays the back foot majority of his fights. Plays the back foot to try to create the distance. And Earl's not like that. Earl's coming forward and he's closing the distance off, and he's cutting off the ring, and he's delivering punishing blows to the body. How are you stopping it? How? What is Bud doing to get away from that?
What were you saying before? Who was that speaking?
Oh.
Who was that speaking?
Well, no, I was just saying, Pool. I noticed that too. That overhand left that might put Bud to sleep. I mean, that was some
Yeah,
vicious shit he was hitting
man.
Ugas with.
Y'all, when
And
y'all
they was
watch that
hard
fight
too.
again and y'all
Yeah.
see how y'all see how Errol was doing that step feint shit, well, I was like, wow.
I watched
You
it
know what I'm
last
saying?
night. I recorded it when it came on. I watched it last night. Right, I can't see it. And the thing is, I watched Errol Spence versus Lundy last night too, and I couldn't. The reason I'm watching Bud's fight so closely at this particular point in time is because I'm trying my best. Right, I love both of the guys, and I'm just trying my best to find an avenue where he could win, and I can't.
You see what I'm saying? Like styles make fights, and I'm watching both styles, and I'm paying attention to footwork and response and reaction times and all that stuff. I'm paying attention to all these things while watching these fights, and I really can't find a way, avenue, or path for Bud to beat Errol Spence Jr. I just can't, and I want to. You get what I'm saying? And I'm a fan of both guys, and I'm trying to find a way for my man Bud to beat
Well,
Errol.
I could see Bud trying to take advantage of when Errol, when he jabs, say he stretches himself out and he lowers his head, he commits with his head going low because he extends. He try to get you way on the end of his jab, and that's an opening for somebody like Bud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
That only
will
works against orthodox
Bud
fighters,
exploit
though.
that all night though? That's what I'm saying. Will
That
Bud
only
be able to
works against
exploit that?
orthodox fighters. He
And yeah,
can't. They,
but the question is, will Bud be able to exploit that all night, right, without Errol picking up on that?
Right.
You
But
get what I'm saying?
what the thing what Errol Spence Jr. does is when he put that jab on you, he push you. You know what I'm saying? He use it as a spear.
And
You know what I'm saying?
he also dips with a lot of his shots. You get what I'm saying? So when
That's yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's good for him because when you throw a punch and he's dipping with his punch, it's a big high chance you're gonna miss because he dips with a lot of his shots, similar to what Floyd Jr. used to do. He dipped with a lot. He rolled with a lot of his punches. You get what I'm saying?
But what I'm
And
saying is a boxer with who tries to catch you, you do that too many times. Just like Ugas caught Earl, you know what I'm saying? He dipped and he came up on the other side, and I think it was ring rust.
yeah,
He came up
Ugas
on the
picked
other
up on
side,
that.
and Ugas, he caught him on the other side. I was like, man, that's something, that's why Derek James told him we got to get back in the gym,
Yeah,
and
and I think
we got to
Bud is
clean
quick.
that up.
Bud is quicker than I think both EJ and Ugas when it comes to being quick on a puncher. When I think Bud is quicker, and I
Yeah,
think
it's picking up on little. Well, that's his game. That's his game. Picking
that
up
is
on
his
your.
game.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
his
his
game.
game. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Picking up
it's
on
gonna
your
be an
little
exciting fight.
tendencies.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Says Buzz gonna have to
who
hurt.
do y'all think? Who do y'all think Spence will?
Go ahead. Go ahead,
Sorry,
Devin.
Cole.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, who do you think EJ can bring in, like when the training camp starts to prepare for Bud? What are some names he can bring in to help with that reach, with that timing?
Well,
You mean sparring?
Yeah, like sparring, force training.
Man, he can bring in a load in the sparring. I mean, I don't know. He can bring in a lot of people. I think EJ style. Period. I don't think there won't be. I don't think there'll be any type of sparring partner that's not going to have EJ already ready for Bud Crawford. I think EJ been ready. That's just my opinion. Earl been ready.
Well, we got to think about this too, you fellas. We
when
got to
he's
think about how is Bud going to combat that southpaw
Bring in Zab
stance.
Judah. Bring
You
Zab
know
in.
what I'm saying?
man, listen, when he sparred Mayweather and blackened his eye, they got him ready for any boxer that he could bring out.
Facts. The valuable information that he took from that sparring session with Floyd is invaluable. It's facts. I promise you, facts, bro. Because guess who never sparred Floyd? Bud. He never
And I
sparred Floyd.
think Floyd got what? Floyd got a 72 or 74
A
inch reach, right?
72-inch
72 inch reach.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? Carl Brown says Jonah Bud don't. He says Bud don't have that power jab the way Spence uses it.
Exactly. He has
And
to hurt Errol.
Jay Smith says I don't think Bud can turn Errol like he did Porter when Bud made Porter miss and run into the turnbuckle.
See,
And Devin Simmons says y'all hear what Uga's coach said about
yeah,
Errol
we did.
versus Bud.
Yeah, we did. We definitely
And
heard it.
Jonah Turner says Errol got lumped up by Porter, so Errol gets hit a lot. Yeah,
Okay, so
if you're a
are
pressure
you
fighter, you're gonna get hit, bro.
are you going just from that fight alone? Errol's been hit plenty of times in all his fights, but that's not the thing though. It's like I mean he fought a fresher Porter than Bud did.
They don't understand that. They don't understand what they mean when you say dog.
Nah, man,
Like,
they
yeah, he
don't
got
know, man.
hit, but guess what he did? Like,
Right,
look at how he responded.
dogged it out.
Look at how he responds when he gets hit.
And he beat you at your own game. He could have killed Mikey, but he boxed Mikey. All because of what Mikey and his trainer said. All Mikey
Right.
Mikey and
Well,
Robert said.
you You heard what Robert Garcia said. Don't be fooled by his
Oh yeah, he said
simplistic
don't be
fundamental.
fooled by that. Yeah, don't try to underestimate his IQ.
He said it's his boxing IQ that's the danger. Just like Floyd Mayweather. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Floyd Mayweather come to the ring, he make it look easy, but he knows that ring so well. He knows the steps. He knows what you're gonna throw. He recognizes it. He sees it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's the boxing IQ that's dangerous. It's the boxing mind. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And you know, that's why this fight is so good, because we got two of the best thinkers in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I think people get enamored by Earl Spence Jr. power and his size. They don't think about his true boxing IQ and
Mm-hmm.
his critical thinking in the ring.
And that durability, like how you hit him and he's just still coming forward. That's durability. He's very durable.
Tyrese Blue says, "I'm serious about EJ going to get off." He said, "I'm serious." Oh, he said, "I seriously doubt EJ gonna get off so many punches versus Bud." He said, cut Porter. Bud cut Porter work rate by more than half versus what he threw versus Porter."
Yeah, but which Porter did he cut in? Which one? Which Porter? Which one?
What
The one.
version? He got the
Which version?
retiring
Yeah.
Porter. You know, he didn't get the Porter with a belt who was defending a championship.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at those fights side by side, I mean, you can't even deny that was a different version, and it wasn't because of Crawford, because Crawford was chilling. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? In that fight, he was chilling. That fight, he was just chilling. You know what I'm saying? So you know, plus they friends, and you know what I'm saying, he was trying to kill EJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was trying to bite him, headbutt him, whatever he could do. He wasn't doing that to Crawford.
Because him
You know
and
what I'm saying?
EJ actually has a past. They actually have they actually came up in the amateurs together. They actually have a little history, whereas Bud fought a less motivated Sean Porter.
Well, you know, Bud would have had a history with him too if he didn't get kicked out the Olympics for being a knucklehead. You know what
He
I'm
got beat
saying?
by Danny and Ugas put him out the Pan Ams. He didn't even go to the Olympics. He was in the Pan Ams.
You know, it's like Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? He was getting into it with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Carl Brown says Spence fought Porter in a dog fight, so that's the only reason Spence fought him like that. And like that, it was clean to see that was the plan. Real talk. You know, I think Earl. I mean, I think the plan was to box him from Derek James' point of view. I think he wanted to knock out Porter. I think he wanted to fight Porter because he thought he was soft. You know what I'm
Well, Earl
saying?
Spence said
That's
that
what Earl said.
Earl said that Derek was training him to box
Right.
Porter, and Earl said he wasn't going to do that anyway. That's not what he's going to do.
He
He
said he
said,
literally said, "Fuck all that. We finna
yeah, he
fight."
said, fuck that. I'm going in there and banging with this guy, and so that's what Earl Spence did.
Mm-hmm. He says,
Which
yeah. Devin Simmons says, yeah, that Porter fight. That Porter. He said, yeah, that Porter
That
that
fought
fought
EJ
EJ
was
was
in
in
dog
dog
shape.
shape. Yeah, he was in
Mm-hmm.
dog shape. He damn sure was.
Mm-hmm.
And Devon Wallace, what's going on, man? Welcome to the channel. He said, keep up the great work. I will, man. I love this, man. You know what I'm saying? I love my brothers coming to my channel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all monetize, you know what I'm saying? Show the channel some love. Don't be afraid now, you know what I'm saying? You know. And Negative 9 says, these dudes are mad because Bud destroyed Porter and Kell Brook. And
We're
nobody
not
mad
mad,
about
bro.
that, bro.
Nobody mad. We
Ain't
had a good
nobody
one.
mad. Matter of fact, you know, nobody hopes that Bud Crawford lose. Everybody want
I
Bud to be
don't. I want
everything.
Bud to
They
win
want.
all. I want Bud to win all his fights up until the fight that actually truly matters.
I mean, y'all got to understand. You know, Errol Spence Jr. can't be great unless he have great rivals. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He can't be. You can't be a legend unless you beat a legend. That's why Bud Crawford, you know, his undisputed run wasn't shit because
and that's
he didn't beat no legends. You know what I'm
and
saying? You
He
got
didn't
to
defend. He didn't even defend his
go ahead, who's
undisputed
real?
status.
I was just gonna say that's why his head is gonna look real nice on that steak.
It
Right.
is his eyeball.
You got to
Yeah,
beat a
with his
legend to be a
eyeballs in a
legend.
jar. Put his
Mm-hmm.
eyeballs in a jar.
And you know, I mean, if Bud would have beat Pacquiao, that would have been a feather in his cap, because you know he got a legend on his resume. But you can't be a legend beating Ndago. I don't care what weight class. If he
No,
was a
you can't.
heavyweight, You can't. And Dago ain't nobody. He didn't go on to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Usually when you beat like really good fighters, they go on to do better. You know what I'm saying? Down the line,
Right.
the next, and you can see anybody that Bud fought. They, whether it
They
be Victor
disappeared.
Postal, whether
They
it be
disappeared.
Hank Lundy, whether it be Diaz, they never went on to do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because they was
And
never shit in the beginning. They wasn't shit anyway. And that's who Bud fought. That's who he chose to fight too.
Jonah Turner, it ain't, it. I mean, think about it. You understand what I'm saying because you're a boxing fan. I can tell the way you talk that you got to beat some good dudes that's at the top of the division. You know what I'm saying? That's the only knock on Bud. It ain't about his skills. It ain't about putting him down. It's just that he didn't fight the dudes. You know what I'm saying? And even coming up on his undisputed run, hit down at 135 and all that, he didn't beat the dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no real top competition. If he would have, like I said the other night, if he would have knocked out Danny Garcia, who was unified, he would have looked a whole lot better, bro, at undisputed. You know what I'm saying? If he would have knocked out Matisse, somebody like that. Matisse carried, even though Victor Poster beat Matisse, so somebody who coming to fight, somebody who's bringing the fight, and you knock their ass out, and you look that much better. But he fought. You understand, what I'm saying? You got to fight the top dudes, man. And that's my only
Mm-hmm.
knock on Bud. He never fought nobody, like a 50-50 fight. Like, what I'm saying? Even Porter was diminished when he fought him. He came a little too late. In 2018, he should have signed that contract, brought his butt over to the PBC, and he would have been recognized. He would have
Mm-hmm.
been that dude. He would have been right up there with Errol Spence Jr. He would have been probably equal with Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying?
Because
But
he would have been matched with the guys that would have been over there.
yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. John Turner. He was a belt holder at the time. But see, he needed Danny Garcia name. He needed that, even though Danny Garcia moved up. You know what I'm saying? To 140. I mean, even if he would have beat Lamont Peterson or somebody like that, you know what I'm saying? He would have been, better than Jeff Horn. Even though Jeff Horn had a belt, Lamont Peterson probably would have beat Jeff Horn. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you got to beat somebody. It ain't about hating on Bud. It's about his competition and trying to give him the credit like he beat some top dudes and stuff. And that don't fly in boxing. It really don't.
I think
And
Bud fans. I think they so one sided. They speak about one side and ignore the other side. You get what I'm saying? Like
well,
they'll talk
yeah.
about how skillful he is and how he got all these knockouts, but they won't tell you. They won't talk about who he knocked out. They got these guys wasn't top. I mean, these guys wasn't ranked. You know what I'm saying? Within
Right.
like top 5 ranked within the bro Arrow for all these
And
guys when they
see,
were ranked.
and see, Bud would do himself some good if he stopped saying Gamboa was ranked like ranked some high. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Egus
Mhm.
wasn't even ranked high.
Right. You
None
know
of
what I'm
these guys were
saying?
ranked high.
Stop trying to turn his resume into some stellar shit. And
Right.
everybody knows in boxing who the best fighters are in the division, or at least the hardcore fans do. And
Right.
it don't do him no justice when he's trying to justify this stuff.
They
And
don't
then
do him no
he
justice to bring Gamboa name up. Period. Like, bro, you got
Period,
wobbled by
man.
this dude.
right, and he need to stop talking about the two sides of the street bullshit, because we know that's all cap. You know what I'm saying? And Jay Smith, I must be missed this one. He said Jay Smith says EJ is good at cutting the ring off and going to the body with great jabs, but Bud's good at timing, beating you with the punch first. Footwork, they both offset each other. And Carl Brown says, I want Spence to give Bud that work and see a left hook knockout.
He
Remember I
said, and I
said
see a
this.
left hook knockout.
And Jonah Turner says, Danny Garcia ran from Bud just like Danny ran from Victor Poster. Tell the truth. Yeah, it's possible. That's how people saw it back then. I remember that time, they were saying, but Danny was going for that big money because you really don't make no good money at 140. And Amir Khan rematch was coming around the bend. You know what I'm saying? Because Danny knocked out Amir Khan to get them belts. And you know what I'm saying? So he had to get out of 140 and move up to 147 before that Amir Khan rematch talk, came. I think he would have probably knocked him out again, but you know what I'm saying? He wanted to get out of 140 and get into the money at
Mm-hmm.
147.
And the
and that's
glory
what that
division.
was. Jay Smith says he says Bud got the better combinations. Let me see. Jonah Turner says how and Bud fights a 50-50 fight if no one is on his level. No, I'm talking about at them lower classes. Yeah, you ain't had no special talent. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Floyd Mayweather when he was at them lower weights, he had to fight Diego Corrales, he had to fight Castillo. You know what I'm saying? He had to fight some real tough dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's why his name is so great. You know what I'm saying? He fought a bigger guy in Gotti. Nobody knew how that was going to turn out
Hold up.
because
Hey, Paul County, can I ask -9 a question, bro? I don't mean to cut you off, but
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask him, can he name name 5 top welterweights? Just name his 5 top. You get what I'm saying? Like name your 5
Yeah.
top. Because of the question he just asked. He says they still won't say who Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia beat to can be considered basically top opponents. So it's like, but those guys were ranked higher. It's about the ranking system. You get what I'm saying? So you can say whatever you want about any fighter, but the ranking systems might disagree with you. So if these guys are ranked top 5 and they have belts by the time, like when Errol Spence
What's
fought
going
these
on,
guys,
Eric? R?
they had belts.
What's going on, Eric? I salute family. What's up? Just
But yeah,
saluting to the chat.
name your top 5 welterweights like of today in this era. I just want to see real quick based on the question you asked.
Sir Isaac said it won't be easy for either fighter. I must say that.
It's gonna be easy
we
for
we
Errol.
we, we don't know, bro, because
Nah, we don't know.
we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because like I
We're not
said,
there yet.
if I could have seen, if I would have felt better if I could have seen Bud fight some. If I could have seen him walk through Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, something like that, then I'd be right there with y'all. I'd be like, yeah, this probably gonna be a hard, difficult fight. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if I would have seen him, how he dealt with Keith Thurman back then when he was doing his thing, and back then when Danny was doing his thing, and I'm saying Sean Porter back when now see if I would have seen Bud deal with some of them guys like y'all, like he dealt with Ndongo, then I would have been like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bud is on another level. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't fight them dudes. He fought
Right.
them
We'll be
late.
talking different.
Right, we'll be talking different. You see what I'm saying? But y'all know that's what it is, though. So, I mean, at this point, y'all know that it ain't no hate on Bud. I think we Bud fans. We all Bud fans. So, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Just
It's
don't
just
like his competition, his resume, his his
right.
choices, and the selection of opponents. It's that
Yeah,
simple.
he just chose to eat Roman noodles over at Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? And buy them Dollar Trees and shit like that. He got the money,
Mm-hmm.
so but his legacy suffered. That's all. It don't take away from him as a fighter, but iron sharpens iron, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight some tough competition to stay sharp and stay your best, before, warriors went into battle, what I'm saying, to stay when they were off during peacetime, they would put their hands over these poisonous snakes to keep their edge. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep that edge to go into battle. And for me, Bud hasn't fought nobody to keep his edge. You know what I'm saying? He's
Mm-hmm.
dull. He's dull right now. You know what I'm saying? And we seen it in we seen it in Kovalev. We seen it in folks. Canelo just lost a fight because he's fighting lesser competition. You know what I'm saying? So, he got to fight somebody, man. He got to keep up his sharpness, and he's not doing that, and he's fighting one of the best hungry dudes who got his shit together, and
Right.
it's just gonna be hard for us to believe that Bud is gonna be, what I'm saying, competitive. You know what I'm saying, and that's all it is, bro. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can
That's
look at
all it
their
is.
amateur career and tell
Right.
you can look at their amateur career and see that Bud just doesn't stand no chance against this dude. I don't see it. In my opinion, I don't see it. So I'm gonna always talk like it. I'm not gonna be mutual on this because I can't see it. I can't find it.
Jonah Turner said, "Don't worry, Poole. You'll be talking different after the win." And Carl Brown said, I like Bud, but Spence really put that work in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And and this is another aspect of it. Bud didn't even try to fight these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
It's like he didn't even try. He didn't ask for him. He didn't call him out.
Nope.
He didn't. When a fighter is motivated to fight. You know what I'm saying? A guy. Right? He didn't go call out Danny Garcia. Just like Boots is doing EJ and Bud right now. That's what you do when you want to fight. Bud didn't do that.
He didn't do that.
He didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's as simple as that. And y'all want us to believe that people are afraid of Bud, and that's just propaganda, bro.
And they also want
You know
us
what
to
I'm
believe
saying?
that Burrow was calling EJ out for 4 damn years, and he wasn't.
Come on, bro. No, when you follow the sport this close, y'all know that's cap. Come on now.
That's cap. He was not doing. He was calling out Pacquiao for several years. Then he started calling out Thurman, and
Right.
then
They knew that. Because but he was on TV. Everything that they deny, Terence Crawford has came out his mouth. He even said that Errol Spence Jr. is not ducking him.
exactly.
So it's
Exactly.
like, what we arguing about? You know what I'm saying? It's like the man said it himself. So he's just selling himself, to his fans and stuff, which is, I don't have no problem with that.
I even think Bud fans choose to ignore some of the things Bud says. See what I'm
What's
saying?
going on, Jalen Cloud? What's going on, man? Welcome back to the channel. Eric R says, I agree, Bud definitely allowed Errol to gain ground. He should have fought. Yeah, he should have fought Porter fight. That fight, that fight
Awoken Errol's
awoken
sleeping
Earl's
powers.
sleeping powers, in my opinion. My Dragon Ball Z reference. Yeah.
Mhm.
Earl didn't have the experience. You know what I'm saying? Just like Boo Simmons, they need to get him now. You know what I'm saying? They need to get him now. You know what I'm saying? Before he gets comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Get his skill set, certified. Once he gets his skill set certified, it's going to be just that much harder to beat him up at 154.
You got to
You know what I'm
fight
saying?
somebody to get his skill set certified.
Yep.
I think if Bud and Errol, I think Errol beats Bud 100 times out of 100. I don't think there's one fucking time that Bud can actually pull it off.
So
Errol's too
Devon,
strong, too big, and relentless. You get what I'm saying? It's just I
Devon,
can't.
excuse me.
Go
Devon
ahead.
Wallace says folks will be surprised how much Bud will shell up over 12 when they fight. TBH, I don't know what that means.
I
He said
agree.
the fight.
He said to be honest, the
To
fight
be
will be
honest,
easier
the fight will be
than
easier
Ugas.
than Ugas.
I
And
agree.
Jalen Krause says salute to the rest. He says, yeah, I'm like, this thing is pop. Okay. He said Jalen Cloud says salute to the rest of the chat.
Salute.
And Eric R says I was saying Bud should have fought EJ before Errol fought Porter.
I think he was saying my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bud should have fought. Bud should have
Yeah, I
fought
would
Sean Porter
literally,
while Earl.
I would literally read this shit the way I think you see it.
Bud should have fought Sean Porter while Earl was fighting Danny Garcia.
I did answer that question though. I answered this question. I think you're choosing not to like take my answer as an actual formidable answer. So what I said was to his answer. He asked, who did Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter, and Danny Garcia, who did they fight to become top contenders, basically, or seen as it's not about what we thought, it was about the ranking systems.
They
You get
were
what I'm saying?
fighting each other. They were
fighting
all
each other.
fighting each other.
They were all ranked high and they were all fighting each other. So that's what made
That was
them
that was the big narrative. Like all these top guys at PBC are fighting each other.
Right. That was the narrative. You had Sean Porter and Danny Garcia and Thurman mixing it up. They all mixing it up. That's the best fighting the best. Right? Because they were considered the best. You know why? Because they all had belts. They all held titles.
They were all top 5. Then when Manny Pacquiao came into the mix, they all were gunning for him.
Right. And they all held titles. They were ranked high because they held title. If you're a title holder, what should you be ranked? Number 1 in whatever sanctioning body you hold. Period. So they were holding titles.
Top 5.
And they were fighting each other. So that answers your question. So
stop.
I don't need y'all to come back on here writing questions like, oh, he didn't answer your question. That is the answer. So accept it or move forward. Because
I had that question too, because I told them Earl was fighting all the guys that Bud didn't fight, all the top welterweights Earl was fighting.
Precisely. He was fighting the top guys. He was mixing it up with the if he couldn't get a Keith Thurman, he was mixing it up with the person that was under Keith. That's what Earl was doing.
And got all the belts in the process.
And got all the belts. And did exactly what he said he was going to do. And did what he told Bud in his face.
Let me read Carl Brown's message. He says, Bud fought Jeff Horn and was okay with not making the title fights when Bomac lied and said all they want is champions. And then Jalen Cloud says,
Precisely.
Do you think Bud liked the upper comp going into the Spence fight? Will it hurt Bud? I think so.
I think so.
And Eric R says, if the fight get past 7, Bud will be in too deep of water to make it out on top. -9 comes back and says, yeah, those PBC guys just been fighting each other and claim they are the best. And
well, they don't claim it. The people do.
Eric R says, forget the rankings that were all champions and had championship pedigree. Yep.
And not to mention in that they had titles. That's how you become. So when you're a champion, that's how you're ranked high in the ranking systems. Like you can't say forget the rankings, because if you're ranked top 5 or top 10, you get what I'm saying. That's you're good. You're straight. You're considered the best.
-9. What -9? If the welterweight division is considered the glamour division, it was considered the glamour division when these guys were the top guys.
I think when you answer his question, he dismisses it. He doesn't care about your answer. So he'll find a way.
Remember, Levi, the narrative was this was the most stacked division in boxing, period.
Yeah.
Well, it still is the most stacked division in boxing. Literally, 147 is the glory division.
And these guys were on top of the division. Like Earl literally just knocked off all the
147 been the best division in the last like 15 years, bro. 20 years, bro. Real shit. Since Floyd, before, when Floyd was in there. Notice that he didn't answer who Mikey, Danny, and Sean beat to be the considered top competition. He started talking about Errol. Well, I answered your question before I did that. You get what I'm saying?
Said they fought each other, bro.
They fought each other, bro. They were already ranked high and they held titles and they fought each other. Boom. See, I ain't even talking about Errol.
Mikey moved up and fought the most dangerous welterweight in the welterweight division. Yeah, he got his ass whooped, but he moved up to fight the most dangerous.
Alyssa said, what that got to do with whipping somebody's ass, though?
What do you mean by that? In reference to what?
Nothing about nothing. Tell Bud to sign the contract and relinquish his
probably reference to, yes, PBC was fighting each other. That excludes Bud. Let me see. So, I was a little behind on the comments. So,
bro, first off, Mikey Garcia was coming up. He beat AB, Robert Easter Jr. Where is Robert Easter Jr. anyway? Like he was beating
that boy.
Bro, he was beating these guys. He was coming up. He deserved a fight with Errol Spence. He called Errol Spence out, a real call out too, and got him after that. And he was determined to get him, and he probably signed the contract to fight him. What is Bud doing? What is Bud doing?
Bud didn't fight Mikey at 140.
Bud is on Twitter.
Right.
So Carl Brown says Ocampo haven't lost since Spence, so that makes Spence look good. And Alyssa says fights ain't fought on paper.
What that mean?
Okay.
Bro, you're talking out of context.
We was answering a question, bro. I don't know where you came in at.
Mikey got beat by nobody Spaniard.
Mikey got beat by nobody Spaniard.
Yeah, that's after EJ had already killed him.
Yeah, Eric R said Bunny got shot. And,
he was talking about Robert Easter. He got shot. Okay.
And he said Devin Simmons says, yeah, he got shot. Didn't he get shot?
Yeah. That was recently though.
Devin Simmons says Easter got shot or something. Yeah, he got shot.
Yeah, but he was done with boxing by then, though.
That's what I'm saying is after Mikey beat Robert Easter Jr., like Robert faded into the sunset. You get what I'm saying? But Robert was that nigga before Mikey. You get what I'm? That's why that's how they got that matchup to because Robert was that guy. He was boxing his head off. So Mikey definitely gained some notoriety by the time he reached Spence. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
when
They
you
used the
he beat.
Robert Easter fight to say that Mikey had a chance with Earl because
I think
Robert was long.
Negative Nine is a casual, and he don't really watch all these fights. And I
Yeah,
think he
Yeah,
I think he's
watches.
just a Bud fanboy.
I don't think he watches all these fights because a person that watches all of these fights, I do. I sit back and I just watch boxing all day, right? And besides work, but other than that, boxing, boxing, boxing. If you're somebody like that and you watch boxing, then you wouldn't say the things that he's saying. Like he'll say like the
right.
stuff, his word choice and the things that he's saying out his mouth. If you watch boxing, you would not even say these things that he's saying. So I that can conclude to me that he's either a casual, a Bud lover, or just a Earl hater.
Man,
Either
that
way,
might be Bud Crawford.
it might be, or his family members or something. But his response is not making it seem he's not coming off as a person who's a boxing fan. It's just like he'll ask a question, you'll answer the question to the best of your knowledge, and he'll just dismiss it. So it's like,
Hey
okay,
man, the Bud fans hating on the super chat, even though I'm reading their comments. You know what I'm saying? Devon Wallace says Heyman wouldn't dare put Spence in there with Khan. What?
hmm?
Mean Machine, Jose Benavidez. Like, come on, let's stop. What?
He's being
No,
facetious.
come on.
I think he's being
Come
facetious.
on,
Yeah,
yeah, he got to be.
Yeah, he's
Heyman
being
wouldn't
funny.
dare
Jalen
put Spence in.
Cloud.
Oh yeah,
That's
he
funny
being
though.
Y'all
That's
show.
hella
Come on,
funny.
y'all. I'm finna get like Snoop Dogg. Y'all don't love pull kind of boxing. Y'all I'm saying show the channel some love. Y'all don't love pull kind of boxing. Huh? I mean, come on now. Who gonna give y'all this kind of content now? Y'all show the channel some love now. Let's see. Devon says, no, that's
They
Jalen
don't even
Cloud.
hit
He
the
says,
like button.
you know what I'm saying? He says
Is they
Jalen
not hitting
Cloud.
the like button, or am I tripping? Like I only see
I mean,
one
leave
like.
dollars. I mean, can I get $2? My
When you
wife looking at me like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Y'all show me some
how
love.
long when you start your channel, Paul Counter?
Oh shit. It's been about about 3 months now or something?
3 months.
Maybe
All
two.
right, I caught on a month ago. Okay, so okay.
hmm So Jalen Klaus says Spence took Mickey Prime away from him. Yep. Negative nine says notice I said who did Mikey, Danny, and Sean beat? They dodged the question and said, y'all be getting caught up in the semantics, man. Y'all be worried about,
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm
semantics.
saying? We
Yeah.
we trying to talk about the real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So Eric R says everything you know he called the two world champions Eric beat the easy route. Then I'm sorry, that's when you stop responding. So they arguing about the argument, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, please give us the names of the people that Mikey, Sean, and Danny beat. And Carl,
Why don't you do this like we all do, like I do? Research. Go to Box Rec, and you will see the names.
right.
Like you like just go see the names, bro. And then look, when you see the names, right? Do more inclusive research. Do more research. Go into those names and see who those guys beat. So you can do your research, bro. You're just lazy.
So Carl Brown says Bud fought Brooke 3 years out of the welterweight, and Brooke went back out of welterweight after Bud fight. After Bud fight, that's crazy. And Jalen Cloud says they want to debate. Yeah, but you got to debate honestly. You know what I'm
Know
saying? You
how to
can't.
debate.
You got to. Well, it ain't. You got to debate. You got to have an honest premise. You know what I'm saying? That way everything shakes out, even if you just disagree or agree. It's got to be on an honest premise.
They want to debate with
Devon Wallace
feeling.
in the building with 4989 Pool Counter Boxing was addressing the trap with that resume nonsense regarding my last comment. That's what I'm talking about, Devon Wallace. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. Let's see. Negative nine says he's doing everything but give us those names. And Carl Brown says Danny, Mikey, and Porter is future Hall of Fames. That will tell them all they need to know, right? And Eric R says Mikey beat AB when I was about to mention that, Eric R. See, me and him, we always be thinking the same. He said when he beat AB in Easter, when he was Easter in the Who's of 130, 135, 140 division at the time. And see, I think that he avoided the Lomachenko fight because it wasn't gonna make him no money. You know what I'm saying? He went up to fight Earl because that's the money division. You don't really start making M's and stuff until you hit 140, 147.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the glamour division, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna fight somebody who's that's really good. You know what I'm saying? When you can fight somebody who's really good at 147 and make 10, I forgot how much money Mikey made. I think he made like 10 million or something to fight Earl.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they both were 50-50.
Yeah, Mikey got life changing money to fight Earl. He brought his granddaddy a truck, and what I'm saying, he got 2 Lamborghinis, and
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said Mikey good, you know what I'm saying? He might have lost that Earl Spence Jr. fight, but he won overall. What's
The
going
fans
on,
the fans
Sosa?
won too.
Oh, let me drop a link for Sosa. You know what I'm saying? So he says, unless it's in the 135. Yeah, I dropped the link for you. Carl Brown says, what future Hall of Famer Bud fought besides Khan? And right. You know what I'm saying? And Eric R says, and Mikey would have exposed. Hold on, let me get Sosa in here.
You got the 135, which is the lightweight. You got the 147. You got the damn middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight. Those are the 5 glamour divisions in boxing. You make that money at 135, 147, 160, 175, and that's 225. But
Hold on, Sosa. Y'all subscribe to Sosa channel, man. He got some really hot, really cold stuff coming out, man, about the welterweight division. He's doing a 3-piece series. I'm
yeah, I
saying on
decided to
Air.
make it a 4-piece. I already got
Oh,
I just
okay.
gotta lay it down. I just gotta lay it
Y'all
down
go over
tomorrow.
there, subscribe to his channel, get the brother channel up. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be a regular over here. You know what I'm saying? He knows boxing in and out. You know what I'm saying? And he got some hot videos over there, y'all. And go ahead, so I ain't mean to cut you off like that.
Yeah, I got this one video over there about the welterweight division and the future of it. Check it out, though. It's gonna be a lot of awe-inspiring things that people ain't even noticed, but it's happening behind the scenes right now. But what I was saying, in boxing, you always had the 5 glamour divisions. You had the 135, 147, the 160, 175, and the heavyweights. Those are the glamour divisions. And like Gervonta Tank Davis, he makes that money. Devin Haney makes that money. But like he said, Mikey wasn't a big enough. Mikey was undefeated. He was a multiple weight division champion. But like he said, he moved up for life-changing money against Earl because that was the fight. That was the fight that was going to make it. But Mikey had another fight that would have made money, but it fell through because they had the fight building between Mikey Garcia and Yuriorkis Gamboa and Wanma. At one point, Yuriorkis Gamboa was a beast. And they had Wanma and we had Mikey Garcia. Those was the 3 down there competing to see who was number 1 in the 122 division. And those were super fights they was trying to get to make happen, but Orlando Salinas, he messed that up.
You sure
Journeyman
did.
came through, Pop Wamba. The same journeyman that gave Lomachenko his L. He messed up that. You remember that super fight counter? Remember Wamba?
Who was it?
Wamba.
Come on, who? What? Gamboa? Who was it?
No, you don't remember the boxer Wamba? Juan Manuel.
Wamba Will.
It was Mikey Garcia, Juan Manuel, and Yuriorkis Gamboa.
I remember Gamboa.
They had a chance to make a super fight between those 3 because those were the 3 baddest people down in that division. Yuriorkis Gamboa was knocking shit out. So was Mikey Garcia. He was getting his run started, but the one that had the belts in the division was Juan Manuel Marquez, Well, Juan Manuel.
Oh yeah, okay, I
You
got you.
remember
You talking about Marquez?
Yeah, I'm talking about
I was
Juan
like,
Manuel.
who the hell is that?
Yeah, you talking about
JMM.
Marquez. I'm talking about Juan Manuel.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
But Orlando Salinas, he stopped it because he ended up beating Manuel. And then they had a rematch. He stopped him again. That messed up the Garcia super fight or the Uriokis Gamboa super fight. And then Gamboa ended up going up to fight Crawford because his super fight was going, and we seen how that happened. But yeah, people don't realize Crawford, that was a big win on Gamboa because Gamboa was the Cyclone de Guantanamo. He was the damn Cuban Cyclone.
yeah. But look how many weight classes he had to come up to fight Crawford.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Down in that weight class, though, it was him, Mikey Garcia, and Wamba. And they was destroying everything that came up there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think if you'd have caught Lomachenko down in that division with Garcia and Gamboa was going, Lomachenko would have had problems.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about them boys was banging down in the 122 division. And yeah, he had to move up from 122 all the way to 135 to fight Crawford, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. 2 weight
And
classes.
and still had enough stank on his shit to hit Crawford and stumble him. You know what I'm saying? So that speaks to the greatness that Uriokis Gamboa once was, because he jumped up 3 weight divisions. Because it was at 22, he had to jump over to 25 to 30, and he jumped up to the 35 to fight him. So yeah. But that's what they talk about, daring to be great right there, because it wasn't nobody seeing him down there. And I think his trainers moved him the wrong way. Like, the way he was knocking everything out, they had him feeling like he couldn't be touched, and they jumped him up too high, too fast. And Crawford gave him
just like AB. Just like AB.
Yeah, like AB. See, AB, he should have stayed in daggone like 140. Like, he'd have been great at 140.
He had to get some more fights in. He had to get that defense right. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't have Floyd defense. He had a beautiful, his reaction time, but he moved up way too
AB
fast.
do got some stank on his shots, though. He got one.
Yes, he do.
You see how he dropped Porter. And Porter even said it. He said that man got some pop to him. AB will drop you up off of there, but see, that ruined AB's career too. Because like after you see Terence Crawford beat Gamboa, his career went downhill after that. But when AB got beat by damn, I forgot the man name. What's the Mexican name that beat AB? I got a brain fart right now.
You talking about Mikey Garcia?
Mikey
Garcia. He was Argentinian.
Yeah, well, Marcus Maidana beat him. That broke Adrian Broder's psyche right there. Adrian Broder ain't never been hit like that.
But he got hit with them gloves that Mayweather turned down. You know what I'm saying? He got hit with them damn gloves, that Mayweather caught. You know what I'm saying, with no padding in them. He used against AB.
And that ruined AB's career right there. AB talks about it now. See, now he finally, that's why he don't let his hands go no more. Because,
gunshot.
Yeah, he even admitted being gunshot. But, hey, that's what happened. Like, if you ever have seen pit bull fights, if your daggone pit bull get in the fight a little too early, and he go against a more experienced veteran pit bull, you might break your dog. And then he don't want to scratch no more. Like, he'll be a cur the rest of the time. Like, that man went out there with a more experienced vet, and he got a hold of him. And like, I'm blaming Floyd for that, but see, people don't realize Floyd blames himself for that situation, because him and AB was tight, and they was calling AB the next Floyd Mayweather. But that goes on to where we at now. That's why Floyd pushes Gervonta Tank Davis the way he does, because he knew Adrian Broner was a nice talent, but he let it get fucked up. But he don't want to do the same for Tank. So he pushing Tank at his own pace. And see, Tank was just like AB. He was out there hanging out, partying with AB. And see, AB didn't take boxing seriously. Floyd takes boxing as life. Floyd don't drink. Floyd don't smoke. He'll sit there and buy all that stuff for everybody else, but he isn't critiquing that, because he know his body is his damn temple. You can't put nothing in your body and expect it to run full throttle. But, young guys like AB and Tank wanted to enjoy the fruits of their labor. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to get their roses now. while they can enjoy
Right.
it.
All
And
about
so
the
Tank was
billions.
yeah. So Tank, he undisciplined. He losing his weight. I mean, his damn build on the scale and all that right there. That's why Floyd didn't never push him for the big fights, because you're not disciplined. You're not ready. But see, now
Right.
Tank got a new hunger in his eye. Tank ready now. Now you can take Tank up there and let him fight the big guys.
Let me read some of these comments they building up. Let me see. It says Sir Isaac says Solito broke Mikey's nose. He says Lopez was supposed to be the next big thing out of Puerto Rico. And
Yeah, one ball.
Jalen Cloud says Gamboa versus Lopez never happened thanks to Bob Arum. And
That
Eric
hurt my
R says
feelings.
Marquez, that's right. Sir Isaac comes back. He says AB would have been down there if if he didn't move up to fight Paulie Malignaggi at 147. And Jalen Cloud says now that just speaks to Terence Crawford throwing all those wild ass combinations and Gamboa catching them in between.
Right.
Negative nine says Poole tried to discredit Crawford great victory over Gamboa.
Great
And
victory.
right, he says 135 AB was the can man. And Carl Brown says I won't be surprised if Spence get Bomac to stop the fight. And Jalen Cloud says yeah, them gloves were fishy. Yep.
Yeah,
And
them
he
gloves
says
didn't have no pad in it.
He
right. He said
said
The same
break
great
way
his
it's the
confidence.
victory.
same way Tyson Fury did his gloves on the Wilder 2 fight.
And he said I have ruined plenty of dogs doing that. And Sir Isaac says Floyd told AB after he beat DeMarco, don't come up to 147 because it's real sharks up there.
He did, and Mayweather was really trying to save. He arguably saved. He tried to save AB's career, because I remember AB was trying to get an immediate rematch with Maidana, and Floyd took that fight from him to keep him from ruining his career. Because if he'd have fought Maidana again, he would have lost again.
Yeah, he would have got destroyed that time. But see, Floyd didn't even want him to fight Maidana, but AB, he came up and beat Paulie, and then he started feeling himself. And like, hey, you gotta
He
realize
sure did.
Paulie Malignaggi got pillow fist. That man got probably 7 knockouts in his whole career. Like Paulie Malignaggi, that shows to having the complexion for the connection. Because if it was a fighter of our color that had the same record or the same style as Paulie Malignaggi, would have never been champion. Never.
Hey man, but
Yeah,
Paulie at the time,
facts.
Paulie at the time, Paulie was kind of, Paulie was the man at one point. Even though he didn't have a lot of knockouts, how the fuck you think Paulie got notoriety? You understand what I'm saying?
I know he was
No,
the
Paulie
man
could
at who he was
box, but he
fighting.
just ain't had no power.
Look
And
who he was fighting, though.
he wasn't durable at all. He getting boxed out and stopped all the time.
Okay, you said he got the notoriety. Name one top fighter he beat.
No, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that's a testament to his resume and
Bull.
yeah, of guys
Don
he beat or
Diaz.
whatever. I'm saying that he got in the ring with these guys. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He actually got in the ring with these. I commend the best guys for getting in the ring with the
Yeah,
best
but
guys.
Paulie wasn't trying to get in the ring with nobody. Don't
He
you
got in the
duck
ring with
me, son.
AB.
Duck me, son. See,
He got in the ring with AB.
Yeah,
You better not duck me, son.
He was
You
forced
better
in the
not
ring with
duck
AB.
me, son.
He didn't choose that fight on purpose. He didn't want to
No, I'm
choose
just
that fight
saying.
with
Listen.
AB.
You still got to sign the contract. He wasn't. Nobody held a gun. Paulie's head made him sign the contract. He signed the contract. Okay, that's a fact. Let's deal
Yeah.
with the facts. He
Yeah,
signed the contract and he got in the ring with the guy. Give him the credit for doing that.
Yeah, I do that, but it was either him or Keith Thurman. He had to get
No, either it
AB.
doesn't matter. He got in the ring with one of them, and we all know at the time AB was that nigga.
But he was coming up weight though. That's why he
Okay.
felt like he was better
Like
at
I
that
see
time.
I see what you like. You keep coming up with something. Just give him the credit and leave it
Oh, yeah,
alone.
no, I give him credit. But that was his only big fight, really. If you think
But
about
you
it.
keep coming up with something like, well, it was either Thurman. Oh, well, he was coming up weight. It's like just
No, I'm just
give him
speaking
credit.
facts, bro. No, I'm speaking
Give him
facts
credit.
because
Move
people been
forward.
chasing Paulie Malignaggi for years, and Paulie was like Keith Thurman said, "You better not duck me, son," because Paulie wasn't taking none of the big fight. He was fighting cab drivers, bro.
No,
And I
what I'm
was just
saying
saying
is
that shows to
whether
this
it's
extent how
AB
they
or
do
Keith
our
Thurman,
fighters.
both men are good selections. Don't you agree? You do agree that if you're staying Keith Thurman next to Adrian Broner, both guys are great selections. You do agree with that, right? Guess
You
not.
there, Sosa? Sosa, you there? It looked like he ducked out for a second.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, Paulo Malignaggi, for the time, what I'm saying, he did his thing, what I'm saying, until,
I'm not saying he was the top. I'm not trying to masquerade him and parade him as he was like a top
no, I'm just
threat. He
saying,
was a
like,
threat or whatever.
like Triple G, you can always get into like Devin Alexander. You can have success when, the people are there that you can beat, but then
Right.
the division is going to change. It's going to be talent come like Triple G. He had the whole ass when talent started coming to 160. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You know what I mean? It's like you could be there during a week time and rack up and get a belt or two. But then when somebody, it's always going to be somebody that comes along who's the real deal, and you're going to have to, either duck them or you're going to have to face them. And that's what's happening in boxing. That we got these guys who got into boxing when it was, what I'm saying, it was light competition, and then they, because they had the complexion for the protection, they got all the notoriety. Like these guys are the greatest. You know what I'm saying? And then when them Argentinians or them brothers came, the melanated people came along, and then they had to get on up out of there. That's
Mm-hmm.
why they got Canelo in the bubble. That's why they got Triple G in the bubble, because they don't want to, they don't want to feed them to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? They protected them for the last 6-7 years. You know what I'm saying? So I knew when they fought that they would never allow, what I'm saying, any real talent to, to confront them. They had to protect. They had to protect. What I'm saying, the WS. What I'm saying, perception. And that's just the way boxing is. And Paulie Malignaggi is, what I'm saying, he's WS. You know what I'm saying? What he said. What did he say? That bullshit he said about maybe 2 years ago that East European is dominating
Yeah,
boxing.
he said
Uh,
European. He's saying European are the best fighters or whatever.
I was like, man, are you tripping? I was like, Paulie, we you just told where you at right now. You just told everything we need to know about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Negative Nine said he's trying to give Paula credit for fighting AB after moving up multiple weight classes, but he bashes Crawford for the same thing versus Gamboa. What
I didn't bash
Gam?
Crawford. I didn't bash Crawford for that. You confused, my brother.
Oh, Eric, you fell off, bro. I mean, why you ain't say nothing? Okay, let's see. Sir Isaac said it's crazy how Triple G been at 160 all his career and haven't fought Charlo or Andre. I mean, really? I mean,
Well,
you
not all
come
his
on.
career, but yeah,
When you know
he's been
these
around there.
guys, when you know these guys don't want no real competition, him or Canelo, what I'm saying, they don't want no real competition. So it's really not surprising. You know what I'm saying? The only reason Triple G fought Canelo because he saw he was flat footed and he figured he could bang him out. You know what I'm saying? If Canelo had any kind of move, any kind of slick, what I'm saying, movement and could box, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have fought Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Triple G just came in during a week time. He flaked on Andre Ward. Andre Ward, HBO made Andre Ward move up. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want him exposing Triple G. Till this day, you got the White Power Society saying that Andre Ward ducked Triple G. I was like, really, really? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. We know that's a lie. And Ward, he calls him out. Even till today, he calls out Triple G about that crap about ducking him. So Isaac says it's crazy how Triple G. Okay, I read that. He says plus they champions. We can we can easily get undisputed at 160. And Negative Nine comes back and said Aerosmith spent his whole career at 147 and still won't fight Crawford. Come on, bro.
I'm
Come on.
not even paying attention to this dude anymore.
Right.
He's just saying things like it's not making
Hey,
sense.
Sosa,
But it's just
your stuff ain't connected. I
he's
can't
just
click
saying
you in
stuff.
because it says your device not connected. Yeah, so yeah, man. So when you've been following this stuff, you know what I'm saying, for this long, I mean, you can't come with the BS, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, they know the history, you know what I'm saying? So, when you come to these channels, you know what I'm saying, it's like, you just gotta come with the truth. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? The truth.
that's not the truth. It don't even have any context on it. It's just
Right.
he spent his
I
whole
don't see
career.
-9 nowhere but here. Everybody that's on this panel, everybody in this chat, I see them on all the other channels and all
-9.
the other
Click the
chats.
link. Click
I
the link,
never
bro.
see
Hop in there.
-9 nowhere but here.
Y'all want
Yeah,
me to
I
drop the link
mean,
for -9?
yeah, drop the
Nigga,
link. Like I'm tired of
I'm gonna
reading
He
drop
his
ain't
the
gonna
shit.
click on it.
Okay, I'm back, y'all. I'm sorry, my wife was calling me for
I'm
something.
tired of reading his shit. He should just click on and we just have a discussion.
Come
I
on,
don't.
But
-9. Go. I mean, ain't nobody gonna jump on you. You seem like
but yeah,
intelligent. You
good
know what I'm saying?
brother.
You can hold your point.
No, he does not. Stop hyping him up. Don't do that poor accounting. Be real with the nigga, bro. He
Hey
does not
man,
-9.
seem.
He comes to my channel. You know what I'm
I know
saying?
that, but you're
I
saying
mean,
he
they
seems
don't show the
intelligent.
channel
Are
no
you saying?
love. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though I be rolling with them and stuff. Yeah, y'all show the channel some love, man. We are monetized now. You know what I'm saying? I want to be up there with Blue Blood and all of them.
Yeah, but
You
what
know what
about
I'm
the
saying?
stuff he's saying though? Is it
Hey, that's
making
his
sense to
opinion.
you?
That's his
Yeah,
opinion.
I get it.
I
It's
mean, it may
opinion, but it's
not. Right.
uneducated.
Right. Well, you have motherfuckers out there like that. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
They don't give a damn. They gonna say what they gonna say, and you ain't gonna change their mind, even if you're making sense. You know how you talk to chicks and stuff, and they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They just
Yeah,
here
I'm
to
not. I don't.
agitate.
When I speak, I don't care if you agree or not. I'm not asking you to agree or disagree with me. It's if you understand what I'm looking for. Understanding. You get what I'm saying? So
Oh, you're gonna be frustrated when you get married. You're gonna
I'm
be
not going to get
frustrated.
married. I'm not
hell,
getting married.
yeah,
That's not a thing. That's not a
Mm.
thing for me. That's not. That's not a
Man,
hey,
Yeah, I
brother,
have to
now
answer
get back
that.
to
they
your,
ain't
hey,
gonna.
bro, get back
so
to
no
your,
way.
what you were saying. I'm sorry about that, y'all. My wife had called, but what you were saying about that Paulie situation, real quick.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh no, I was just saying. I'm just giving. I just give credit.
I mean,
You
no,
know,
but but see, you missed my whole thing, though. I wasn't
you gonna
saying
let me
that he
say what I
wasn't a
was gonna
man for
say?
not fighting. What I
You
was
gonna let me
saying
say?
was, if it was a black person in the same situation, we wouldn't even be champions. They'd be
Man,
calling
I
to
ain't
get
got
us.
time. Look, bro, I'm not. I don't got time to dibble and speculate and talk about black champions, white champions, and the race. I'm not gonna get into the racism stuff, bro. I'm
I
not
mean, well,
doing that.
bro, then you
I'm gonna
blind, then,
talk
bro,
about
because
what
then you don't
matters.
understand what's going on out there. Like the same
No,
thing
I
with
do.
Devin Haney
No,
and all
I
that,
do
bro.
understand. I just
I
don't want to
mean,
get into that.
boxing is a racing thing. If you can't admit that, then you
So what we
blind,
talking
bro.
about though? What's the point you making?
I was making my point until you interjected, bro.
Okay,
Then
good.
you
Let's get to
blind.
the point.
Then you blind to the thing. I said if it was a black man that moved the same way as Paulie Malignaggi, he would
Right?
not be champ. That's what I said.
All right, cool. We can move on from that though.
They're talking about it ain't about race. It's always about race. And if you don't believe that, I got some damn property in Georgia I can sell you.
All right, whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, nigga, whatever.
Well,
As soon as a man say so, this nigga, whatever. See, all right. Well, that's that cool shit I be talking about.
no, I'm saying you came in and I'm trying to find out what point you were trying to make about the race
No,
part.
but you
That's what I'm saying.
interjected when I was making my point. That was the
I get it.
problem.
I
Instead of
get it.
letting
And
me
then I let you.
continue my
And then I let you
soliloquy,
continue.
you
And I let you
interjected in
continue.
my soliloquy
Right, but I
when
let
I
you
was
continue
explaining
though.
my situation. If
I
you would
also
sat
let you
back and
continue.
listened, then you would have caught my point. That's why you have two ears and one mouth,
No,
so
no,
you
no.
can
What I
listen
was
twice
saying
as
was
much as you can talk.
no. No. I was saying was how does your point align with what me and Pro Counter was saying before you jump back on?
No, I was explaining something to Pro Counter. We was talking, and you interjected about the Paulie Malignaggi.
No, you just came back on and started talking to
No,
me directly.
because I was in mid conversation. I said I'll
all
be
right,
right
y'all.
back.
So let's take it from the top. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all
Okay.
both smart ass niggas. So let's take it from the top. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead on and what you were saying, Sosa? Cause you can
Nah,
sit back and
before my wife called, I was explaining to you that if we try to move the same way without the complexion for the connection, then we would never be champs, or they would keep everything away from us. Picture in point, Devin Haney and other young black fighters that's trying to get the belts.
mm-hmm.
But you got people like Jeff Horn, they just hand them belts.
Mm-hmm.
Stick a negative dive. I agree with you, negative man, with that one. That's the only one I agree with you with, though.
Well, it ain't. I mean, you do got to admit.
The
You know
negative
what I'm saying?
nine, I
The
don't have
boxing
no feminine
system.
ways, but for you to sit there and say that, it's always the feminine people that try to cast their shadow on a secure individual. Ain't nothing feminine over here, bro. Why don't you get up here and talk instead of typing?
Yeah, I agree with
Right.
that too.
And let's keep it away from personal shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's try
Nah,
to keep it
it's always
boxing.
the feminine people that always cast the thing, the thing that they fear most. That's what they say. When there's motherfuckers that's gay, they be talking about, oh, that nigga gay. Nah, you casting your own self on the next person.
Right.
Or that nigga broke. No, see, you feeling insecurities about your pockets.
He said he
Ain't nothing
wasn't
wrong
talking
over here.
about you. He said he wasn't talking about you. So
Oh,
let's
okay.
move on from that bullshit. So go ahead, what you were saying. Sosa, say what you were saying.
Nah, I'm at my point because I'm just saying, that all I was saying was we don't get the same credit. We got to go 3 times as hard just to make half the impression that they do.
Right. That's
And I said,
true.
if we try to move the way that they move, they gonna get us up out of here.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We got to fight the hard fights. We got to fight the most dangerous fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want Demetrius Andrade and they want Jamel Charlo to knock off each other. But Canelo paid Billy Joe Saunders, you know what I'm saying, to mess up the deal between him and Demetrius Andrade so he can have an easy route to undisputed.
Yeah.
And they think we stupid enough not to know this.
And
You know what I'm
Billy Joe
saying?
Saunders, he 300 pounds now. That man ain't even fighting no more.
Right. Because he saw a chance to get life changing money. You know what I'm
And the
saying?
worst thing about it, if you go back and
Hey,
watch any of Billy Joe's fights, that wasn't
can I
the
Right.
same
can I
Billy
jump
Joe.
in?
Billy Joe Saunders way
He was a
colder
slick
than he
boxer.
fought. He was way
Hey,
colder than he fought. Go ahead.
can I hop in? Can I hop in for a second?
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say that I kind of sat back and was watching the play
Mm-hmm.
around that whole time period, and
Mm-hmm.
it feel like
I feel you, negative.
Al, it feel like Al, Bob, and Eddie all have they work together in different ways. Like I feel like
Yeah.
since Eddie is the new kid on the block, his job is to pull certain fighters away from the money. You know what I mean? Which is
Eddie
Mm-hmm.
the
like
liaison. He's a
why he was.
liaison with the criminal mischief. Eddie, he cool with Kinahan. Eddie, he the liaison for that daggone stuff over there. And he bring it
Right.
over
Like
here.
he was like accidentally on purpose not helping Devin get the fights that he needed to get.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And then and the same thing with Andre, they was constantly curving him. But then everybody that they brought over, they were feeding the Canelo.
Triple G.
You know
Like,
what I
come
mean?
on, man.
But
Everybody
all
just
of a
trying to
sudden
get him.
none of the guys were available. So I'm like, I sat back and looked at it. I'm like, no, it's a lot. It's a little bit deeper than how we were looking at it at first. Initially, we was just looking at it like, nah, all these dudes is ducking Devin. He the boogeyman, this, and this at first. But like as you
Mm-hmm.
start to look at what's going on, it's like, nah, they was freezing this dude out. And then they probably got something with Eddie, like, we'll give you a couple fights here and there as long as you play your part. But if,
Right.
if you don't play your part, we're gonna freeze all your fighters out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But you want me to tell
Yeah.
you another thing? Check this out, right? Why you think they damn got Andrade? Because Eddie, he's European. You know what I'm saying? And he's had ties with the European underworld over there. Him and Kinahan was good friends, but have you noticed that they got Dimitri Andrade? And then after they got Dimitri Andrade, then Triple G and Canelo both started getting them fights. And now that they got him on the same platform as Andrade, they can keep Andrade away from him. Like if he was
Right.
on a different platform, he could probably get the damn Canelo or the Triple G fight. But as long as they
Right.
controlling his narrative, then he's not going to be able to get it. He gonna keep taking this shut up money, and he don't realize it because he's getting paid more than other fighters is. But it's shut up money. Like Devin Haney, they getting paid a couple million, and then they thinking, okay, I'm getting this money. But not realizing you get this money It's called shut up money. What you doing is biting the dust because you missing years of your career and the big fights that you want. Like David got that damn fight with the Mexican Jojo Diaz. They didn't want that for him.
Right.
Jojo Diaz, he was stuck. He had nowhere to go. Just like Cambosis, he was stuck. He had nowhere to go. Like Bob Arum got tired of it, and he seen that he been wanting Devin. He been wanting Devin since before the Lomachenko. That's what he said. You signed to the wrong place. And you can say what you got to say about Bob Arum, but Bob Arum, he always gets the top black fighters, and he always gets them the great fights. I'm not gonna lie, he gets them the great fights until they reach a certain level. It's all good once you in the prospect stage and the mediocre stage, but once you start trying to get to the superstar status, then you gotta put reins. Just
And
like he
that's
told
why.
Shakur, one more second, bro. Just like he
Go
told
ahead.
Shakur, he don't believe in undisputed. Y'all know how he always holler about he don't believe in undisputed, but he wanted Lomachenko to be undisputed. He kept trying to face Lomachenko. If people ain't seeing that, he always talk about how he don't believe in undisputed. He think undisputed stupid, but he's trying to get Lomachenko ever since he started to get undisputed. So how do you not believe in it, but you got your main fighter and you trying to make him undisputed? How does that work?
Because Aram he's 90-something years old and he believes in race theory. He believes Mexicans, he believes in his white people. And he still believes that black people are on the bottom. That's what he believes.
He believes Mexicans too. He just believes Mexicans is a step above the black people. He know the Mexicans gonna bring the money. That's what he feels like. The Mexicans are gonna bring the money.
Even after he watched like 1.2 billion walk outside his door, in between Floyd Mayweather, Cotto, Oscar De La Hoya, and Manny Pacquiao. That's $1 billion. Had he probably invested 300 million into all those fighters collectively, he could have had all of that and been a lot bigger than what he is.
And the fucked up shit about it, Muhammad Ali got him started. But see, Muhammad Ali
Bob is
controlled the narrative though. But see, Ali controlled the narrative, and that
Bob
hurt
is
Bob
worth
Arum's
300. His net worth is $300 million. You know what I'm
You know what's
saying?
fucked up? His net worth is 300 million, but a black fighter got a better net worth. Floyd over $1 billion. And you know that burns his chaps every damn night. Knowing that that damn black man that got more than him and he was under him. And see,
I
he didn't want.
guarantee you, Bob got a copy of the Emancipation Approximation on his wall.
You know he
You know
do.
what I'm saying?
You know he do. He probably
I
go back and
guarantee you. I guarantee it. You know
he
what I'm
probably
saying?
got a
He's just an
daggone. He got it
old.
framed that they 3/5 of a man right there in his damn living room, right above the gun rack in the boys' head.
That's why I typed that in the chat yesterday. I said that Top Rank is like the NCAA. They got their matchmakers and all of that stuff to start your career off. And then once you build your name up off of that brand, then you're supposed to leave from there, bet on yourself, and go to like a PBC.
Y'all remember that barbershop conversation with that top rank matchmaker, no black fighter?
Oh yeah, the MBF league.
MBF, yeah. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we already knew that. But see,
well, I mean, we see it, but it's people, it's just too many black people
let me
that's
tell you the other
falling.
narrative they try to push though. You see how they try to talk about Tyson Fury, the best heavyweight that ever fought.
Lennox
Better
would have
than
killed
Ali.
him.
Yeah, he would have killed him. But I'm gonna tell you what they gonna do, right? Now if Oleana Usyk beats Joshua again, they go for a white undisputed heavyweight. It's gonna be the first ever heavyweight in the 4-belt era. That's what they're going for. That's what they're going for. The first ever heavyweight undisputed, so they can say that he's the greatest champion of all times. But they don't. But they know. They know Tyson Fury probably can't beat Oleana Usyk. They won't. That's why Tyson Fury hold on to that belt in case Joshua wins. Because Fury beat Joshua. Usyk is a whole different monster, though. He can move with Tyson Fury ass though.
Yeah, he could change levels on him.
Yeah.
Usyk just got way too much movement for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's way too quick. You know what I'm saying? But I
Holyfield
wonder,
was, they both was
I
cruiserweights.
wonder how he figured out his stamina problems. Maybe he just got acclimated to heavyweight.
Who
You know what I'm saying?
Usyk?
Yeah, 'cause he looked terrible during that
Well,
Michael Hunter
bro, he
fight.
just was coming up. He was coming up from cruiserweight.
Hmm
When you put that extra weight on, bro, because like I
Yeah.
said, because when I went from welterweight to daggone middleweight, bro, I couldn't let him fight go past 3 or 4 rounds, bro, because my same stamina was gone.
hmm
Like you can't put that same output because your muscles, your muscles burn energy. And the more you weigh, that's the more muscles you got. That's the more calories you got to burn. Like when you add muscle to it, like the daily average is 2,200 calories a day. But as you go from your BMI to your muscle mass, you have to add in another couple hundred if you want to keep your body running fuel efficient. And the more muscle you earn, the more calories you have to do a day. And that's the more stamina that you take away. So you got to keep pushing yourself. That's why people have to acclimate themselves to a different division when they're moving up. Because when you put that weight on, you damn handicapping yourself.
hmm hmm
That's why when Deontay Wilder used to go in them fights, and he was a lot smaller, like at 200, 205 pounds and everything, you see it was a whole big difference. He was taking them out quick, too. Because he wasn't no true heavyweight. I mean, his body was too small. Like, he didn't have the frame. He had a basketball player's frame.
Yeah, he was skinny. He was good.
He could have probably fought in both divisions without even losing any weight. Cruiserweight and
Yeah, because
heavyweight.
during Holyfield time, the heavyweights was just getting crazy big. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see big heavyweights. George Foreman was probably, anomaly at 6'3" or something like that. But then during Evander, when he came in, that's when motherfuckers started getting 6'6", 6'5".
Well, Evander was a damn cruiserweight, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you had Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis. There was some big, tall heavyweights.
Yeah.
Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis.
What's his name? What's the white boy name was?
You talking about Tommy Morrison?
No, I'm talking about the British, the Russian dude.
Klitschko.
Yeah,
Vladimir
Klitschko.
and Wilbur.
Yeah, Klitschko and his brother.
Yeah, the Klitschko brothers, Dr. Steelhammer
Mm-hmm.
and Dr. Steelfist.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When they came in, they were so goddamn big, bro. You know what I'm saying?
They had, and see, that's why Canelo was fighting all them Europeans, because most of them still had that amateur background,
Mm-hmm.
And they
The
got
jab.
that straight up and down. They got that straight up and down. They punch for points and not for power. And see, Canelo, he sits down on his shots. But see, Bivol don't sit down on his shots. Now, if he would have sat down on some of them shots, he'd have got Canelo up out of there.
Well, the biggest secret in boxing is what, the real fighters like Earl Spence Jr. know that most fighters don't want to fight. Bud knows that too. You know what I'm saying? Most fighters don't want to fight.
Now, they want to look good and try to get you out of there with something that you ain't see.
Mm-hmm.
But when you got a motherfucker beat on you, and once they take your first shot, and your shot don't do nothing to them, that's it.
Because, when Earl Spence Jr. take a shot, he be smiling and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
got
some
that in my video.
discouraging.
Once he smile at you, it's over with. He about to
He
hunt
got
you
you.
down.
But, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody got to go to work tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming through. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're going to shut it down. We're going to leave it here.
And y'all
You know
check
what I'm
out my
saying?
channel,
Y'all,
and I'm gonna drop new content every day on there. I got that 147 division up there right now. But each day I'm gonna drop something fire for y'all. I got a couple things in the making. I had a couple of them, but they kept taking my videos down, so I had to go back into the lab. And see, I
yes,
don't rush it.
sir.
I try to give y'all all the information on it and everything. So just check
Yeah,
me
so
out.
y'all all come back to the channel. Eric, you ain't get to cook. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you
Did
good?
you want to?
You good?
Okay.
Just glad to be a part of. Glad to be a part, man. You good?
All right. So we'll come back tomorrow night and, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Same time, same place. I'm saying I see you guys in the next one. Remember what I say, y'all. Law don't go around here, law dog. Savvy. See you guys in the next one.
All right, shout out to everybody out there later.